an intro for us when it starts.
I don't see Mike, but apparently I hear him.
Are we live?
Yep, I just got a.
Shit.
I just got a. Yep, I just got a notification. Ramblers are live.
All right. So before we start, we're gonna put our theme song here.
We got a theme
It's
song now?
our song. No, it's our song. But I figure it's a good
Mike's,
intro for us when it starts.
Mike's all worried. Like,
No, I said we got a theme song now?
Welcome to Rockabilly Ranting with Red Hill Ramblers, episode number 7.
Lucky 7.
Is it 7?
Lucky 7 for all the lucky
Hey,
folks.
fellas.
What's going on, Walt?
Welcome to the party.
Some people say party.
Freaking stop this.
So the first question of the night is our new theme song, which is an old song of ours.
There we go.
Has Steve ever learned that song?
Have we ever played that song?
No, Steve never learned it.
We never played that song ever?
No.
No way.
Never.
My only contribution to that song was I did a little acoustic in the background. That's pretty much all Mike's baby there. So
Well, I know he created it out of like parts based on us, but you know,
yeah, but that's Mike. That's Mike playing the main guitar on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is your drums.
Yeah, I know, just in a loop. I got it.
Studio magic.
If they really knew, well, some of them though, because a lot of them have been in bands with me, but you know what I mean. If they actually knew how much time I had to go in to getting me to play your parts right in those early years, 10 years ago, we've been doing this for 10 years.
Just so you know,
10.
I'm starting the night off sitting crooked. Okay. Just because it's how just because how my ass is sitting.
Because you're crooked.
I like the what's going on, John? I like the progression as the night goes on. The beer cans and the sideways sitting and
Well, see, part of the sideways sitting is that I'm sitting for almost 3 hours sitting on my ass. I kind of.
This is a time commitment. The people don't realize the amount of time to sit on your ass for a couple hours. I mean, it takes it out of you, especially when you sit at a desk the whole time. It's like,
where's the hell out?
Tough job, but someone's got to do it.
But yeah, we have to actually learn that song and play it.
Yeah.
It's only been like 10 years. It's only been like 10 years or 8 years or how long has it been? It's been a while. But
so what should I put on in the background to watch tonight?
I want
Brad. Oh wait, it can't be. It can't be anything copywritten.
I'm not gonna play it.
Oh,
it's not.
You know what I'm watching? I'm watching the Cheyenne Social Club. You ever hear of that?
Better watch yourself. I'm gonna go after copyright for you guys for my song. Were you watching Cheyenne?
The Cheyenne Social Club. It's an old Western with Jimmy Stewart in a Western.
A Western. Yes, John. We actually know the Red Hill Ramblers never played at the Blue Comet. The old band, the Roadhogs, played at Blue Comet.
Yeah, our X band played it twice.
Yeah, twice.
Wasn't the Comet pretty much defunct by the time the Ramblers started in 2010?
Well, we got offered to do Rockabilly at the V, but we just never took them up on it yet. Maybe after the ridiculous. I mean, the lockdown is over. Maybe we could play there.
Let me tell you something. Out of all the overused and misused terms these days, lockdown is a stupid term because if you've been on the road, I talk about this every week, but I don't think anyone's truly been locked down. You
I don't know,
know,
man. Rush hour on 309 wasn't that terrible the other day at like 5 o'clock when I went out to the store or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe they're just home going out on the roads. I don't know that they're actually still going
well,
to work. You know?
They're just
judging
driving in
by
circles.
the popularity or the uptick in body shops, I would have to say people are definitely driving.
The dum dums are out again.
Or they're getting their cars worked on and stuff too. You know, they got money now. Who knows? You
Or
know?
they
I mean,
realize they're going to have to drive
auto
again.
bodies never closed, right? That was always essential, wasn't it?
Auto body never closed, no.
Yeah.
So they
But
just
the
got
problem
busy.
is,
Yeah.
they got really, really slow because there's in the beginning there was like nobody on the road.
Yeah, right. But they got busy now. And then I
I
also think people have money, they can afford the repairs and stuff. And they're like, oh, I'm home for like the foreseeable future. Might as well get my car fixed, you know?
Yeah,
The stuff they've been pushing off.
Yeah, right.
I know some restoration. I know 2 restoration shops that are like.
All right, so
super busy.
here we go. I want to. Here's a little shameless plug. The Steve, you're not reading the comments, are you?
Yeah,
The John J. Wyatt.
yeah, about the comment.
Oh yeah, from John from yeah, man, the Red Line, yeah.
Here you go, John. I don't know if you can see that. That is the man and Brian Setzer. It's tough to see in the frame picture. He was mentioning Brian Setzer at the comment.
Am I back?
Here we go. These are bad pictures, but
Who took those? Did I?
don't even know. Somehow I got them from Ed. Actually, you know what? I have pictures that aren't in frames that don't have real bad glare.
Huh.
So if anybody wants to jump on the feed with us, I'm going to share the
Here you go.
link. Oh, nice.
There's Steve's head.
Can't mistake that.
You didn't
there's
take the
that-
picture.
And there's a douchebag next to me.
Don't call Brian that.
Nah. Yeah, so I apparently didn't take that picture because my fat head's in it.
There's good old Chops in the background.
There's Chops, yeah.
Yep.
And there's that chick. I like that chick's face. She's like, "Oh my god, it's Brian Setzer." He's like totally in front of me. I found the pictures again of us in the back of the comment with Brian.
And one of my old cats. I think that's
One
all.
of them. What's cool about it is, what really happened was the way Brian met up with Scott at the Comet was his one of Setzer's like personal assistants or whatever. I don't know what
He ran his fan club.
and he went on the road and did photography and stuff with him too.
Right. I guess that was part of being in the running the fan club and the website.
Well, he lived like right down the street from the Blue Comet, and he got Brian to come up one time to play while they were on tour, and a couple times when because Brian's a big history buff. I mean, there's this, and once a year or so he'd come to Pennsylvania, go to Gettysburg and Valley Forge and everything. So when he'd be in town, he'd go to the Comet, and we'd get the heads up. And a couple times we went up just on like a weeknight or something and sat and talked to Brian at the Comet.
He's got friends here, don't he? Because I used to work with the guy I used to work with at Pepperwoods at Willow Grove. His daughter married Brian's photographer best friend guy. So aren't they from? Isn't he from around here, kind of?
Yeah, that's the guy we were talking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, he lived in Glenside area.
Yeah, right. Well, then, yeah, that's why I knew. Okay. But
And I'll tell you
did
what, man,
Brian lived in or no? Did Brian live
yeah,
in Glens?
he's from Mattapiqua or something, Long Island.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not that far.
No. I'll tell you what, man. I've met a lot of people over the years. I'll tell you, Brian is a regular dude. Like there ain't no rocks. When you actually talk to him, there ain't no rock star. He's just he's the coolest dude. He's like super cool to talk to and hang out with. Um, his assistant gave him one of our Roadhog CDs that just came out. And then what was the time when he played, just sat in with the band, or was it the time he came with his band? One of the times he played there, he came over to me and he goes, dude, I checked out your CD. I like it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, he's definitely a stand-up guy.
But ironically, though, there's a very familiar sounding riff on that one album. But
yeah.
hey, if you're going to
About
get
that.
if you're going to get ripped off, why not get ripped off by one of the best, right?
Right.
That's an honor. I'm just going to say 49 Mercury Blues and a certain Roadhog song have a very familiar sound to them.
You can listen to it and judge for yourself.
Maybe
so it turns out
maybe you copied it.
now we were first.
Oh.
Actually, speaking of that, back in the Roadhogs were together, we all kind of had an agreement. Like, it's so funny. Like, even at like the peak of our band and being cool and hanging and playing, we all like a gentleman's agreement that if the band ever broke up, whoever wrote the song or majority of the song could play it in their next band. Remember that debate, Mike?
Oh yeah.
So
It only made sense.
yeah. So that's like, like with the Ramblers, we do some Roadhog songs, the ones that I wrote, and the one that Mike wrote, Mike wrote the music for. We played that instrumental, from the Roadhogs. But what's funny is that song I'm talking about, I wrote that riff. Jason wrote the lyrics, so we could use that riff and rewrite new lyrics to it.
I was gonna say, Jason might be watching. Hi, Jason.
Jason, you out there?
So Wheels of Time is not happening, huh?
Nothing's
Nothing's
happening.
Is Let East happening, or did that get canceled?
I think that's still happening.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. Wheels of Time did not cancel the show.
No, I know the park did. I got it. The park, I got it. I saw the post. Yeah.
The park canceled everything. 4th of July, sir, all the 4th of July shit's canceled.
Yeah, but it's,
Summer is canceled. Everybody, basically, summer is canceled. In the
Life
traditional sense, you can still go have fun, though. Go outside. Why not?
Go out and social distance yourself.
I've been putting BMX bikes together so I can go hurt myself.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You have to show us one now.
You know what? I think I might have you. I might go on my studio feed. I'm trying to hook up. I'm trying to hook up a microphone so you can hear me when I'm across the room.
Cool. Show us the bike shop.
Yeah, it's like, oh, what have you been doing? Well, I've been turning my studio into a bike shop.
I got a new bike too, Joe.
Oh yeah.
I gotta do the math. Okay, what was 60 years ago? What was the date?
Why don't you take 2020 minus 1960 or 60?
54? 1954, right?
Yes, I'm no mathematician.
Anyway, it's a J.C. Higgins. It's got it from my mom's friend's husband. He's 70. He got the bike when he was 10. So that's how old it is. Pretty cool looking.
Nice.
I couldn't imagine having something like a bicycle for like 60 years and then just like giving it away.
Oh,
You know what I
Jeff's
mean?
coming in. Jeff is coming in, everybody. Hey, man.
Hide your women.
I like the format of surprise guests better.
There we go.
Ed, there's Jeff. Hey, we should have Walt on again sometime too.
I think he was watching. If anybody else wants to join in, right?
Yeah, I've been posting the link.
Yeah, I saw on your page.
Hey Joe, can you share that to my studio page while I'm doing this?
Yes, sir.
What to do, Jeff?
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Ready to go play trains?
Hey, any day you want to go.
I'm like, I seriously.
I'm on the phone.
I'm on the phone. Kind of.
My wife thought I was talking to her.
Jetson phone.
Yeah, we're on the Jetson phone.
There you go.
Hold on a minute here.
Hey, look, Steve. Hint. I have issues.
Yeah, we know. And I had your DVD.
We know. We love you
DVD.
anyway.
I had their DVD still. That.
Yep. That's why I showed it to you.
Hey, can you hear me back here better? Hey.
I can.
I can hear you.
Hey Jeff, I just sent you the code.
Yeah, I'm already on the. Yeah, good timing there, Steve.
No, did you see it?
No, I'm on the Zoom page.
Oh,
Hey.
that's true. We're just talking bikes, bicycles, and the eternal lockdown. Ugh.
Wish I had my Pete Picker.
Oh, that's a final countdown.
Same difference.
You guys see that?
Wait, is that copyright if you hum a song? Probably, right? That's gotta be.
No, because you can actually play what's it called?
You're a virgin.
Yeah,
Is it copyrighted if you do this?
if we played a cover, you could do it.
Hey Jeff,
Oh.
you know in high school I was first chair kazoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, first chair.
Kazoo.
Yeah. I didn't make the triangle, so I had to play the kazoo.
Well, if I was going to play the kazoo, I definitely want to be first chair because I wouldn't want to be the guy behind me.
A lot of spit involved.
Yes.
These are not part of the reopening plan. Kazoos. There's too much spittle exerted.
Spittle? What's spittle?
You ever heard spittle?
Spittle. Spit.
That's the magic powder that comes out of your mouth and spreads the disease.
It's called spittle?
You never heard that word?
No.
Yeah, spittle. You gotta listen to Dr. Fauci. He'll tell you all about the spittle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he will. All right.
Look, all you guys have to do is just fuck your lives and forget about it. Listen to me.
Okay.
Or better yet, listen to that thing out there in Harrisburg.
That's my impersonation. I'll tell you what, man, he must know something about health because that dude's almost 80 years old. He looks pretty damn good for almost 80, I tell you that.
Yeah, but what about Levine out in Harrisburg?
Well, that may get us blocked.
Yeah, let's did you share that to
banned?
Did you share that to me, Joe?
On the M Studio thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I not seeing?
Did you guys see that meme going around? We all live in a yellow quarantine.
Yes.
It's sad, but it's funny. There you go.
There we go. 3 minutes ago.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey,
Okay.
if we could find a park bench somewhere that's not like closed. Yeah, even park benches and picnic benches are closed.
Yeah, really.
We could have a group meeting, sometime soon.
Just make sure you social distance.
So George says there were two different stations in Emmaus.
Yes. One was the main line, one was the perk.
Yeah. So apparently the postcard I have, I thought was the station. It's not. It's the other station.
Well, the main line back then was East Penn, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But on your card it says Philadelphia and Reading Station, so that could be the one.
Well, it was the East Penn of the Philadelphia and Reading.
Yeah, but it was its own railroad at first.
Yeah.
Then the Reading took over.
But in the 1900s, when that postcard was done, I think it would have been Philadelphia and Reading.
Well, you want to know a little inside scoop here?
Hmm.
The one that was on the main line is still there.
But now it's a house.
No, it's like a little deli eatery thing.
Oh yeah.
It's like bright yellow. If you look at it, you can tell the shape of it because it's right next to the track. The main
Okay.
line, NS Main. You can see it's still there. So we can compare the picture, and I know where the perk station sat. It's at 5th Street in Emmaus. So
Okay.
we can take a picture and go up sometime and do comparison in the background to tell what it is. We totally lost Mike and Joe. They're like,
we're here I'm just sharing it places, sharing the love, sharing your awesome programming, guys. We love you guys. Keep it up. Trains, baby. Someday we'll be able to ride them again, but not tomorrow.
I hope we can ride trains sometime this year.
So what did I?
Hey Jeff, you may have heard of this movie. You ever hear of the Cheyenne Social Club, Jeff?
No.
It's a movie. It's a Western, probably from like the 60s. Kind of has like a Hello Dolly kind of look to it, like the same time frame.
Okay.
And Jimmy Stewart's in it. And they keep showing this like 040 American type engine coming in and out of town. I could try to figure out what engine it was from, if it's still around.
No, my studio page is having a hard time connecting.
Oh, get a load of this, Steve. I bought 2 flat cars off of this guy he was originally from New York, but he lives up in the Poconos.
Yeah.
He also has a Reading S2 in O scale.
Really?
Yeah.
You selling that too?
Yeah, he's willing to give that up for $360.
Wow. That's a little saucy.
But if you see it, it's made, built by Mike's Train House.
Yeah.
It is knock dead gorgeous.
Can you hear me talk now, Gretchen?
We can hear you.
Gretchen's saying she can't.
Hmm.
Can you hear me now?
That's trademarked.
We can't play copyrighted material. If we did,
yeah, we actually debuted an actual full out cover song of us playing the other week.
Why is it whenever you need to use an app, they want you to update it?
That's the shtick.
God damn it!
Is that your shtick, Jeff?
Yeah, and I'm sticking to it.
You're sticking to it.
Yeah, my wife is watching Jeff Dunham and his puppets.
Does he still do the Arabian guy, or is that like not allowed anymore?
Oh, you mean Ahmed?
Yeah, does he still do that?
Terrorist? Yeah, he still does. Yeah, Ahmed was like, OMG, OMA.
That's like the other day. I fell down a YouTube rabbit hole, like at least every other day, and I was looking up some type of prank thing I was trying to find for a discussion I had with a friend of mine, and I found an old prank yankers thing with Special Ed. Now, you can't tell me that they can still do that. There's no way, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, they can't do that anymore. Probably not.
Probably not. But
you guys remember that, right? Joe, you remember that, right?
Frank Yankers? I never really watched that much, though. I watched a little bit. It was funny what I saw.
I'm not going to get into the full details because I'm sure it's non-PC these days, but they had a character named Special Ed. You can figure the rest out.
Well, there was one of his shows where Ahmed is going, God damn it. I mean, Allah damn it.
I'm surprised he's allowed to do that character.
Well, actually, in Malaysia, they weren't allowed to do that. They weren't allowed to talk about sex, politics,
Malaysia,
or religion.
Am I still quiet there, Gretchen?
But so what they ended up doing was putting a mustache and a goatee and a beret on Ahmed and calling him the brother of the other guy, which I cannot name.
Ay, ay, ay.
The French terrorist.
No censorship there. Oh man. So Mike, you can't get it to work on your phone or something?
Yeah, it keeps saying invalid.
I'll be right back.
See if this does it. There we go.
Bubba J. Drinking beer and watching NASCAR.
So Jeff, where did you see that thing about no starting date for Strasbourg? They just don't have one listed, or they said there is none?
They said there was no starting date. So somebody posted that, it's been posted that June 27th is going to be the opening day. And
You gotta let me in there, Joey.
I went on to Strasburg's page.
Hold on, I have a dog here. Hold on, I gotta put
and look at the schedule page.
Where are my dogs at? Oh, there it is. Am I still quiet there, Gretchen?
And they actually had stuff listed starting June 24th.
You would think he wouldn't like that, but he does.
But I sent a message to Strasbourg, and they said, no, we do not have a startup date at the moment.
Yeah, because I know up at Kempton, we were supposed to start in June, and I haven't heard nothing official, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen either.
There we go, Joey.
What's that dog's name? Hunter? I forget.
Archer, and then this is Jackson over here.
What's Jackson from? Hunter's from a show, right? Or Archer?
Archer's from a show. And
Yeah.
Jackson was the name they gave him, and I just liked it, so I kept it. 'Cause, like Johnny Cash, going to Jackson. So I liked it,
Going to Jackson. Which, by the way, no disrespect to June Carter, but Reese Witherspoon was a much more attractive, better singer, I think, than the original in that movie. What's that?
Yeah, so what? So they made her look good,
I mean, Reese Witherspoon, that's not even fair. I mean, that'd be like Mel Gibson playing me in a movie. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like,
You're gonna get us on every hate list available.
hey, look, Johnny Cash is one of my absolute all-time heroes. So I'm not knocking him or his taste in women. I'm just saying.
I think we're ready for the Mike. Are you ready for the bike show? Is that what you're trying to cue us up to do?
You guys want me to do some tricks?
Yeah, we will
I
pin
want
your.
to see a cherry picker.
I want my pea picker back. I want my Schwinn pea picker back.
I'm actually going to be building a clone pea picker soon. I have a 68 frame that I did like a somewhat half modified half stock build, and it was originally that same color, and it had a handbrake mount on the back. So I'm going to make a crate bike clone out of it.
What kind of music can we put behind Mike? I got just the tune, I think.
Is it crashing sounds?
What's that? Crashing sounds? No, hold on.
Sounds like Pulp Fiction.
That's us, Jeff. Jeff, that song's called "Surfing in PA."
It sounds kind of like a Pulp Fiction like song.
Yeah, it's kind of the feel of that and surf.
Maybe I should say a Quentin Tarantino music.
I have another one, but it's out in the garage right now.
Hey, where's the seat at on that white one?
It's a scooter.
You remember some years ago we were looking into getting them Amish scooters that the Amish kids ride?
Yeah, because they're pretty cool.
And they're fucking expensive as hell. Oh, I saw one with me and Gretchen were out the other weekend. I saw one with a trailer on it.
One with a trailer.
It was like a 3x2 or 3x3 plastic crate with like bicycle wheels on it. Yeah, we looked into those scooters. Those things were like $600.
Yeah. Oh, they're trying to tune us out.
There we go. Now we can look at the flamingo.
Is it pink?
Yes. That's that bright light in the background.
Got It's a bright ass flamingo.
It is.
I forget the name of the food they eat, but the more of it they eat, the pinker they get.
Those shrimp.
It's something like that. Is it shrimp or something different?
I think it's shrimp.
Ugh.
Sea monkeys.
Am I slightly less quiet now?
Sea monkeys. That's brine shrimp.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how you can go from a powdery powder to something that lives. It still amazes me, even though it is brine shrimp. But how the hell do you do that?
Magic.
But you can't make a good sugar substitute yet. You can do that. Put a man on the moon, but you can't have it.
It's funny. There was a posting on Facebook something about somebody going to Walmart and buying bird seed, and they asked the cashier, "Well, if I plant these seeds, how long will it take to grow birds?"
The answer is you're a moron. That's the answer.
And they just looked at this person like, what?
You're a
I
moron.
now have a. It's funny because every year now I look outside to see what birds.
Speaking of birds, hold on a second. Go about your day, but this is definitely all right. Hold on, we got a screen share because you brought up birds. It's made me think of this. My friend has this on his thing.
Oh, so that's how they work.
Birds.
It's funny. We have like a robin outside of our door here, parked up on our our air conditioner, and Parson and I say the same thing. Like, you think it's a robot
the stool
drone?
pigeon?
A stool pigeon. Oh yeah.
What are you worried about? You let an Alexa in your house, so.
I haven't plugged that in a while, actually. Like at least almost a year. I got full of it.
Big brother, listen to me.
Whatever. Like they're not doing it anyway.
Listen, I have proof now. I have absolute concrete proof that Facebook listens to you. Okay. Now, Joe, you might be a little young for this. You guys, the other day, me and Gretchen were talking about flea stacks. Jeff, I'm sure you know what a flea stack is, right?
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
Mike, you know what a flea stack is, right?
Are you saying flea stack or slee stack?
Flea stack.
Flea stack. I think it's a flea stack. Land of the Lost.
Yes. Remember Land of the Lost? They're like these reptile guys. We can see the zipper in the back.
Yeah, but I thought they were slee stacks, not flea stacks. Are you saying FL?
It is flea, right? With an F.
S as in Steve.
No, flea as in flea.
No, it's flea stack. Trust me.
Oh. Anyway, we're talking.
Yeah, Joe, you won't remember that.
No, well, I watched Land of the Lost.
So we're talking about that. The next fucking day in my Facebook feed shows a company who sells hats with the flea stacks on. I'm like, come on, okay, you're listening to me. There's no way in hell that would have ever showed up.
Yeah, it's SLEESTAK.
Yeah, flea stack. All right.
Did you type it in your computer at all?
Me? No.
Yeah.
We were just talking about
Just talking about it.
Yeah. That's just like talking about ukulele strings, which by the way, I think I may have got the wrong ones. And a link for this guy who it's like a mom and pop guy who makes his own ukulele strings. And there's like two other things I was talking about. I wasn't even Googling them, and they show up in your feed. That's Zuckerberg. He knows how to get you.
Making dinner there, Jeff?
Welcome to Walmart, John. You're
Sorry,
right. If you welcome to Walmart, John says welcome to Walmart is the answer. I forget what the question was, but welcome to Walmart is all. Oh, nice. He's got his Alex Jones hat on. Sweet.
Oh no. Wait, who does?
Jeff.
Jeff doesn't. I
Yeah.
can't see Jeff. Oh, there he is.
I'm protecting myself.
You're protecting yourself from this discussion.
Protecting myself from all these trying to, steal thoughts from my brain.
Is that keeping you out of keeping Facebook from listening in on you?
Yeah, there you go. I'm trying. Well,
Yeah, I
we
bought.
silenced Steve.
Huh?
We silenced Steve. He's speechless.
Mike's
Hey, well-
creeping around in the back there somewhere. I don't know what he's doing, but
I'm trying to find a charger for my phone.
to search for the charger.
I have a
It's
bazillion
your
of them and
job,
can't find
I have a
any.
Well,
charger.
keep my head warm.
I have a charger here you can use.
All right,
Jeff.
right there.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Now take that. Jeff, take your head with that on your head. Stick it in the microwave. See what happens.
Yeah, okay. But it's keeping my head warm.
It's because you're like a baked potato.
I'll give you $10 to go into Walmart with that on.
And no mask.
Yeah.
I can't
I
find
actually had somebody on Facebook the other night believe me. I told them that that my mask works because I made it out of a plastic bag. They actually believed me.
it. He said face covering.
Here, does this work?
Didn't it?
It's a face covering, right?
Oh, wait a minute. I got an idea.
We got tinfoil hats and plague masks.
You couldn't pay for this kind of entertainment.
Now we're partying.
Now we're partying. Joe, you gotta get some of that. You gotta get some scented stuff and shove it in the nose of that. See if it works.
There we go.
We got big important news here, guys. We're going into the yellow phase next
It's kind of
Friday,
like the
right?
the
The
doc-
yellow phase.
We need breaking graphics. Where's our graphics at? Joe, get the department on that.
What do you want to put on? The state? Should we put the state on, or what are you trying to? What kind of graphics do you want?
No, like your signs you hold up in the beginning. We need
Oh.
breaking graphics.
Oh, you want those kind of graphics? I thought like I could do something, using technology, not my
Or artful or
killer scribbling.
Looking good there, Jeff. Looking good.
There we go. Kind of like the Doc Brown mask.
So we are going into the yellow next week with the 5th.
That's what it says.
Allegedly. I just spotlighted you, Jeff, and then you took your thing off.
Oh, hold on. The glasses help hold the mask on.
My aimless walking.
I gotta find the phone again. There we go.
Hey, that works, Jeff. I can see that.
If you have any musician friends out there that want to jump on and play us a song?
What about this?
What's that?
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Here we go.
I mean, we can start practicing again. Like if it's in the yellow, or do we gotta wait for the green?
No. Why would so we're not practicing this because of that?
I don't know.
I mean,
Just don't want the hassle.
have you been on the roads? Dude, there are people driving all over the place.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, not stopping at stop signs, not yielding, not using turn signals, not braking.
They didn't do
Stuff
that
like that.
before. Why are they going to do that now?
Exactly.
Now, what I want to know, if we're going into the yellow, then there's green. Well, there's apparently nothing after green. So
Green sucks too.
Then you start over again. You go back to red, and then yellow, and then green.
and
Or
then-
you go the other. You go because the fall will be here, and then we'll have to do it again. So it'll be,
You ever watch was it not Smallville? Where does Main Street end? Main Street starts again. What was that shit
What,
movie?
the dome.
What's that Twin
Truman
Peaks?
Show. Truman Show.
No. Well, when Main Street ends, what's at the end of Main Street? Main Street starts again. It had Reese Witherspoon and Tony
Pleasantville.
The
Yeah.
line? Oh.
I never saw that.
It's a pretty good
Excellent.
movie.
You know,
But what's at the end of Main Street?
Speaking of the Truman Show, I have to say, besides Dumb and Dumber, I have to say I think the Majestic and the Truman Show were Jim Carrey's best movies. Although they're not as popular as the rest of them.
Yeah, Majestic's pretty good.
I
That's a
don't
real
think I've
good
ever
movie.
seen that.
Because he's not
Majestic
acting like an
was pretty
idiot.
good.
It's about a movie theater. He owned a movie theater and stuff, and it's pretty cool. I love the Truman Show because that's
I
like,
thought Majestic was a good movie.
yeah, it was probably one of my favorites.
Say hi to the people. I can help you. What do you need help with?
I just the living room is really dark.
What do you got in that bottle there, Jeff?
Hold on, I'll be back. I have to go assist putting lights on for Parsley because she's injured for some reason. I don't know, some freakish reason. She hurt her leg or something, some freakish way. So I had to go. I had to go put some lights on. I'll be right back.
Is the switch in the off position?
That's what I thought it was.
Antioxidant infusion.
Is there anything added to that?
Yeah, infusion.
No,
Filtered water.
no, that
Imagine
you
that.
added to it.
No, I did not.
No craft beers
No.
tonight.
Well, that doesn't sound like an
I had a
appropriate.
Yingling earlier, but I didn't have another one since then.
It's an
gotta go down
unappropriate
to
beverage
base-
for
I
the
got-
show.
Ouch. I have to go down to the basement to grab one.
Tell Parsley whatever position the switch is in, it has one other.
Yes.
Well, that's not always
This
the
is a
case.
dimmer switch.
Yeah, that's the dimmer switch.
Hmm.
What else do you have? You got
Yeah,
dimmers.
varying degrees.
Or if it's on a lamp, you could have a three-way switch.
Yeah.
How about
Like
the
them
old touch
two-
lamps?
Hmm.
My PT Cruiser's door handle, if it was metal, used to feel like that parked underneath the high tension lines at the live steamers.
Oh, I have to tell you, when I took Gator for a walk, my dog,
That's your dog's name?
Gator.
Oh, I didn't know his
Was he
name.
a skateboarder?
No, he's from Florida.
Are you sure it's a
But,
dog?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a dog.
What made him move up here?
Well, the people that had Gator couldn't take care of him, so the relatives of the people end up putting them in the home, and they put the dog in the shelter.
Ah,
So we
That's
got
funny
him
how-
from the shelter up near Allentown.
that's almost the same way I got my Ford Focus.
You stole it from an old age home?
No, an old couple lived in Florida.
Hi, everybody.
One died and one moved back up here to go into a home, I think it was, closer to their family, and they sold the car.
Anyway, I was walking Gator on Monroe Street. There was a blue PT Cruiser parked along Monroe. He peed on it.
He peed on the PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
If you're
You know, he's
watching,
sniffing along,
sorry.
sniffing at the front bumper, and then all of a sudden raises his leg. It's like, no.
Hey, he disrespected a classic car right there, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, someday I want to know another one. I like that car. Pisses me off that after all that work and money, the damn timing belt one.
I wish I could own another HHR.
High heritage roof.
Is that what it really means?
It's
Yeah,
better than the other name.
Yeah, I can't say the other name. Yeah, high heritage roof. Is that not the dumbest name you've ever heard for a car?
Gremlin.
No, high heritage. What the hell is a high heritage roof?
I'd like to know what the loser names were.
Right.
Personal transport cruiser.
Like if that was on the top of the list, what was on the bottom?
Yeah, exactly. Except somebody called it a non-heterosexual hot rod.
Yeah, that's what I think HHR means. But yeah, I think the same guy designed both of them, didn't he?
What's that?
The PT Cruiser and the
I don't-
HHR.
Think so. I won't say for certain, but I don't think so.
So here's the thing: if that car would have died on me like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, whenever it was, I would still have it. I would have probably bought another, maybe had another daily driver car. Maybe would have just kept that as like one of my,
That looks familiar, Joe.
I thought you liked that.
I even had the license plate picked. I was going to get for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be PTLUZER, PT Loser. I was going to get the. I was going to get that tag for it. I even looked it up. It was available. PT Loser.
Not out of time.
No. Pretty sure that's taken.
Which would have been perfect for your timing belt.
Yeah. Out of timing belt. Come on, don't cooperate. So what else is going on in this world, or isn't?
A lot's not going on in this world.
Lots of riots and fires and AutoZone fires and
Yeah, why AutoZone?
Well,
What AutoZone?
I can see Pet Boys, but
more like justice than burning down an AutoZone store because
it's
totally against everything.
Well, not to get too in depth with this,
justice more than raiding.
Not to get too in depth with this, but I think that's bullshit. What happened? I think that cop ought to be arrested for murder.
He should, but
and I totally support their rights to anyone's right to protest. I don't think protests often do much, but I support the right to protest peacefully.
Just don't burn shit.
Yeah, destroying somebody's property.
Destroy and loot and pillage and.
I just don't understand why you would destroy someone's property. It had nothing to do with it. But of course, though, there's a whole conspiracy theory now too, which is like I was just before we went on the air tonight. I was actually watching some video clips.
Well, we just lost half our viewers.
Instantly, there's one.
Oh my god! That's like when Osama bin Laden supposedly got killed, which I still don't believe in. I was the first one I went on Facebook. I said Osama bin Laden was not just killed. I said the conspiracy first. I was like, let's just say you knew the next day it was going to be a conspiracy day. Oh man.
I see the viewers are going up.
Living with Hitler down in Argentina.
Oh, he didn't die. Yeah. Oh man.
So who just joined us?
Hey, you know what tomorrow is, guys? Tomorrow is
the day after
JFK's birthday.
Oh, I thought it was the day after today.
No, it's JFK's birthday tomorrow, the 29th, man. So watch out for the Q clan. Something might be coming.
Nope. Hey, I'm still waiting for the big the white hats or the red hats or whatever they're called, the good guys, cleaning the system up Easter weekend. Come on, man! What happened? Where's Q?
How did Area 51 go? Was anybody there?
I'm gonna go there.
The Q branch.
I saw a documentary about that.
Hubert?
And they were going to have a concert for the Area 51 thing, and then they moved it to Las Vegas or something. So like, wow, there were like 5 people there just partying at this big, huge venue thing they set up because at the last minute the guy got freaked out and moved it to Vegas. So I didn't know that was happening at the time. Like I just instantly stopped paying attention after a week.
So it was as successful as the Firefly concert.
Yeah, except for people weren't frauded or whatever,
They were frauded, yeah.
So,
they told them they weren't going to do it, and they just showed up anyway. The Firefly thing.
Mike, I don't know if you guys. I don't know much about this. Joe knows more than I do. Mutual friend of ours is like the an absolute he's totally into this. There's something with Q. I'm not sure if that's a guy's name but it's like this group of people who are good guys that are seated in the government. I think they're called the white hats or the blue hats or something. And
Anons, I think, anonymous.
Yeah. And they're the ones that are they're exposing the political and celebrity pedophile rings, and they're going to knock out all the people that corrupt our government.
Hey, look, it all sounds convincing. It really does. And maybe it is. Who knows? But I'm not going to get behind it or, get in front of it. I'm just going to observe and see what happens,
2 weeks before Easter, this John guy, my one friend shares his videos of this guy. And he's like, I got this from this informant and this from this informant. And it's going to be great. It's going to be, you're going to hear an emergency tone across your phones, and it'll say not to panic, and all cell phones are going to be shut down for 3 days. They're going to round them all up, and well, it didn't happen. Anyway, so I think Jerry wants.
You're gonna get us blasted now, man.
Yeah, I think
come at us tenfold.
Who? The people who support that stuff?
Who knows?
Good.
For the record, I both support and don't support it. I support what's best for the people. So if it's legitimate, that's great. But you never know what's behind things. The Russian Revolution and stuff, like military coups haven't always worked out for humanity. So we'll see what's up.
Hey, if it's legitimate, I'm all for it. But I think it's it's like following a religion written by a science fiction writer. Scientology.
Scientology.
The dude who started that was a sci-fi writer, not even a good one. But to speak, Joe, I think Jerry wants to. There we go. Speaking of music, you see, Reverb is trying to raise money.
No, I missed that.
Yeah. I left a little comment on their page, but then I was like, no, I'll delete it. I don't want to.
Yeah. Let's be supportive, Steve, for local businesses.
Oh, I am, but I'm not supportive of clubs that do everything they can to screw local bands out of their money. That's all.
All you have to do is get 3 of your friends.
It's really like a reverse pyramid scheme, kind of.
I'm having the hardest time trying to get the screen open so I can leave comments.
Here's the thing. Clubs like that.
You might hear a echo for a second here.
Clubs like that. And I'm not just knocking them. I'm just saying that it's a general policy amongst that kind of club. If you got a bigger band coming into town and they want an opening act, which is a local band, they find every trick under the book to not only not pay you a dime, but to make you pay them. So, hey, if you're hurting for money now, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to support you as much as you supported us. But that's just me. I mean, there's no way that a band, and you're playing with a band that you like, which will probably be a band that your friends like, that you're not going to advertise and promote the shit out of the show and do what you can to get everybody there. You know what I mean? You're going to do that. So why not? Why can't you throw the band $100? I just never understood it. I mean,
Why throw throw bones?
I mean, Croc Rocks, they wrote the book on how to screw bands. They probably wrote 2 books, actually.
Harry, did you see the link?
Patch up my hole.
Like what club was that years ago? Was it the good old friends in Allentown, where we went upstairs to get paid, and the owner had his handgun on top of the money and had to set the handgun on the table in front of us.
Yeah, that was there.
Remember that bar in Philly we played one night, the Roadhogs? And the owner disappeared. He lived upstairs, so our friend was the bartender. He goes, "Oh, he's upstairs." We go outside. That fucking fire escape's pulled up, and the stairwell, everything's to go upstairs is locked.
Yep.
Well, he wanted to go to bed, man. Whatever.
Right, it was late.
That's okay. We paid ourselves that night. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say they're a few 6-packs short after that night. We just helped ourselves.
Is Jerry going to join?
I have no idea what's going on. Caller, are you there?
Caller, turn down the radio.
You mean one of these things? Here we go. One of these. It's going to work? No, I guess it's not.
What about this? You mean this?
I have no idea what's going
There
on.
we go. Yeah. I'm on the radio. Hey, look, I'm on TV. Let's go in and watch.
Wow,
Would you please step away from your phone?
Hey, speaking of like conspiracy type things, did I tell you guys? I don't know what I saw the other day. I may have saw a UFO or something odd happening.
Where is that at?
I was at our grandmother's house. I was in the garage working on my train, and I hear this helicopter. And I hear it, and I hear it. It starts getting louder and louder and louder. So I go down to the bottom of the yard, and there's a row of trees off in the distance. And up comes this one of them. What are those things called? They're like
I can't, Jerry. My phone's
A
being
drone?
used.
what are those things called? The military things that have the, like two blades and they can run with like helicopters. And take it's named after a bird.
Asprey or Osprey?
Yeah,
Oh, you mean the plane that can land like a helicopter and take off like a
yeah,
helicopter?
osprey.
That's an
Yeah, Mike's
osprey.
right. So I look down and come up over the trees. Looks like either that or one of them dual prop helicopters. Couldn't tell. And there was something large and white, either next to it or under it. And I quick got my phone. I'm running down to the field to get closer to it. I quick got my phone. I got the video on. And by the time I looked up, it must have went. I don't know where it went, but I could still hear it. But it must have went behind the. I don't know where it went. I could hear it going away, but I could not fucking find it again. Because I all I saw was this like white object underneath it or next to it.
I think you need this, Steve.
No, not when I seen something. I don't know. I should not have tried the video. I should have just followed it and get a good look at it. Because as soon as I looked up, I was starting to run through the field, got my phone out, and by the time I looked up, I couldn't see it again. But I could hear it.
I pay $5 to see Steve run.
Oh, it's a treat. Ask Mike about it. Joe, you ever see me run?
No.
It's not
Run,
pretty.
Forrest, run.
I'm not a
say
smart man.
Forrest is graceful compared to that.
Yeah.
That was
Jenny.
Jenny.
I still remember your mom having Steve pose like he was holding up the rainbow up in Kempton.
Yeah, that was funny.
She's like, stand there with your hands out. I want to take a picture of you.
That picture's still around somewhere. You know, they brought back the Sunday night movies, and 2 weeks ago it was Forrest Gump, and I actually watched the whole thing. That was actually a pretty damn good movie.
It was.
It's a great movie.
Did you know? You know who played Elvis when his mom was running the rooming house?
That was real Elvis.
No, that was Kurt Russell.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was Kurt Russell.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Jerry, did you get the link I sent you?
Did you see that meme going around with Jenny in the bus when she left that one? Remember when she left from the bus that one time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. What's it say? See you in 30 years when you're a rich billionaire and I'm a single mom with AIDS.
Right.
No, I didn't see that meme, but I remember her leaving.
I think realistically, I think she did care for him, but he was just a little too out there. I think she did like him.
Well, she loved him, but she wanted to live her dream.
Be a whore?
And then when the dream didn't pan out, then he was good enough.
Jenny.
No, you mean when he was rich?
Yeah, but also she was basically run out of options.
Yeah.
She was dying. She had a son, and guess what, Forrest? It's your boy.
Right. Hey, that was a beautiful piece of cinema. All right.
What?
Then he had an epiphany and said, "I need to spend my life with Tom Hanks. I mean, Forrest Gump." All right.
Forrest Gump.
You know, if you think about it, he got to start on Bosom Buddies. Think about his buddy, his partner in that show.
Mm-hmm.
Last night he was doing erectile dysfunction commercials. I mean,
Jim
Tom
J.
Hanks-
Bullock. Wasn't that
Right.
Jim J. Bullock?
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks, guys. Tom Hanks has something similar to Paul McCartney. Do you know what that might be, Steve?
Money.
No,
You got to let Jerry in.
that they both
one-legged
they both are deceased.
Oh, Tom Hanks is Tom Hanks was replaced too.
Supposedly he's a clone.
It makes sense.
I can't get Jerry's not requesting to come in.
She says Joe has to let me in.
She's not requesting to come in.
Jerry, are you new to this?
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
We'll finally get the hang of this when we go into the green phase.
Well, we'll keep the live streaming up once we get back to practicing, but we'll all be in the same room.
It's true.
And maybe we can do some playing and have
Bullshit.
guests join in.
We could do it on my hour drive home. There's a
can
good
I-
time to do it.
Hey, can I have a desk? Can we do this live like Johnny Carson? Can I have like a desk to sit behind when we do this?
Hey, Steve.
Yeah. Look at that.
Thought
Jeff-
about that when we
Opposing
get back
arms.
together. When we get back together, I was thinking maybe we all have Zoom on our phones during the live stream or something. I was thinking how we might be able to pull that off or something.
Yeah, we could, now that we're all doing it, we could definitely have a multi,
But getting the good sound of the band into the feed though too.
only have one audio feed and kill all the audio from all the other phones and devices.
Yeah, but
have a
but
desk.
will it actually work though? Because like you try to play with your bass and it doesn't work,
I guess, do we need to do Zoom then if we're all in the same room? Well, I guess if we all want feeds,
Can we
I don't
just
know,
all
maybe.
have?
we can
Can we
try.
just have what's it called? Can we all just have a desk with our own mics in front of us, like news anchors? That'd be cool.
Could I just get the one from your car?
Because we could sit at a big long desk, like, hello, breaking news.
Hey, I could be your Ed McMahon.
There you go.
Yeah, Jeff, you could be our sidekick. You could be our Ed McMahon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Just after everything we say. Yes, you are.
So does
funny.
anybody watching us want to join our feed and play a tune or two?
I think Jerry's trying.
You're welcome.
You said she lost interest.
Oh, she lost interest.
You said she
Well,
was
we're gonna-
waiting.
Joe, let her in.
Well, she's not requesting now. She lost interest apparently.
Sounds like we're wings now.
I thought we were going to get a blazing
Open the
open.
door, let her in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Paul McCartney.
She's gained interest again. She's coming
People
in.
like
Everybody,
millennials
Jerry
like-
Mellon.
This is going to be entertaining.
You better brought your oboe.
Hey, Mr. Magoo.
Let's spotlight her.
Hey, caller, turn your TV down.
Hold on.
Why would you have the TV on?
Hold on. I'm trying.
I need to be entertained.
There.
What are you doing?
I will give this bralette a 9.5.
What are you watching? Is that
Joe,
Jerseylicious?
I hate it. I hate it. I
No.
hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it.
Good, you can mute, right?
This bralette.
Hey,
Sucking.
shut it off before we get kicked off.
I mean, for someone
No, it's
that
not.
has her chest in mind.
Yeah, mute her.
Zero support.
All right, I got it.
Good job.
Let us know when the TV or whatever that is off. We can't have background stuff like that on.
That sounded like one of our shows.
Play something I like.
Simulates a bra but does nothing. I guess this would be good for that. But for
She's still doing it. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
clearly, this bralette.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Ghost.
Uh-oh.
Joe, remember Beer Fest that one year? These women kept coming up to us.
Hold on. Wait a minute. He's going to come on frame.
He's going to be in frame.
We'll get kicked off.
It wasn't anything.
What was it? That's even worse. Why are you watching
I
that?
know, right? It was just background noise.
It is background noise. I didn't know if that was like Jerseylicious.
Yeah, these things have been
Jerseylicious
crawling
things
all
will
over
crack
me.
up to be.
All right, now that
Jerseylicious ain't what it's cracked up to be.
Did you ever watch Jerseylicious?
Never.
It's awesome.
Sounds
Is that the new version of it? Like the new version, the reunion thing?
There's a reunion. Are you thinking of Jersey Shore?
I'm thinking of Jersey Shore.
Yeah, Jerseylicious was they followed around like it was hair salon.
Oh.
And a bunch of Jersey girls all getting in fights and being
That's
little
like
bitches.
that's half of the reality show. Like Real Housewives of, I don't know, there's tons of them. Aren't they from like New York or something at some point?
New Yorkers. I'm from New York. I'm from Long Island. You ever been to Long Island?
Yes, I've been to Long Island.
Strong Island. Strong Island.
We used to these bands used to come to the Blue Comet, a couple bands from the Long Island area. And when they said it, they said Long Island. That's how
Yes,
they said
exactly.
It's LONK Island.
Some of them say Strong Island though, to be cool.
Strong Island?
Strong, like Strong Island. Like you're strong.
I
spent a week on Long Island. And I came back and I was driving with a friend of mine and he goes, "What'd you do with this?" I said, "It's in the back of the cab." He's like, "What?" I said, "It's in the back of the cab." It sounds like Massachusetts. I said, "Massachusetts is a boat ride from Long Island."
Yeah.
Forgot about it, huh?
Yeah, they both share a horrible accent. No disrespect to any of our friends from
What are you doing?
But your accent's the worst.
Or her.
I don't know why my virtual background doesn't work.
Whoa, freak out.
I clearly have no idea what I'm doing.
That's
Wait,
the
how can you
opposite.
see background?
That's
I
the
tried to
green
delete
screen
that.
one. Yeah, the green screen one's fun.
But clearly I'm the background.
Steve, she looks like a sleep sack.
Right now, she's a sleeve stack.
I tried changing my background, but I couldn't.
Like this? It doesn't work because I actually have a green screen behind me. It's so good.
Yeah, where is my view?
Here we go. I'm Spike's background.
He sounds very happy about that.
His breath smells so bad.
It does.
Smell like cat food.
I don't know how you do that. How do you change your background?
I don't know. I looked it up on the internet, and I said to go into settings, and there's a thing you're supposed to find in your settings.
If you are you on your phone, Steve?
Yeah.
So if you tap down to the bottom, you'll get that little thing to pop up.
Yeah.
And there should be a little thing that says stop video with a little arrow up next to it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it says choose. You click on that and choose virtual background.
See, I have virtual background too, but I don't have any settings. Mine just says none.
Virtual background just says stop and start video.
There you go, Jeff. You look good.
Yeah, so do you.
You look good, G.
What if I say I don't have a green screen?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any options for backdrops.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't either, Jerry. I don't know.
Choose virtual backdrop and there's nothing.
How about by stop video? There should be an up arrow next to the stop video icon.
Yeah, it says share and the host has disabled it.
It says mute, stop,
share with an arrow. And when I click on it, it says host disabled attendee screen sharing.
That's not screen sharing. Hold on. Let me
yeah, I have no virtual backdrop.
I don't either. Can't change mine either.
It's right by there's stop video and there's an arrow.
Yeah,
right next to
stop
video.
Share.
When I hit the choose virtual backdrop, there's nothing.
Yeah, you have to put them in there.
Where do you get them from?
Hit the plus. Well, there should be some there already. That's weird that it's not. But is there a plus where it says choose virtual background and you upload an image?
Yeah, I don't have that on my
one like I have here. You know, that's how it's working. Just like that.
Okay, hold on.
My video, hide none, and
so you're on your phone.
Yes.
And you got this little guy down here. It says more. Click on more.
Yeah, more.
And it should say virtual background.
More, please.
On my Samsung, it doesn't have more.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Maybe it's an iPhone thing because my Samsung doesn't have it either.
Well, I'm on my iMac here, so but I had it on. Yeah, I don't know.
I might try to log into my tablet sometime and see if I can change it on my tablet.
There we go.
John J. Watt needs more gin. John, you go get more gin. We support that.
I could go for some more gin right now.
It's still Memorial Day somewhere.
I would love some more.
Hey, I might be trying to. I might be trying to make a score tomorrow. So maybe I'll pick you something up.
Well, it's amazing because supposedly more liquor stores are going to be open where you can actually go in the liquor store, but not in Berks or Montgomery County.
Oh, wait a minute. Yo, that was the worst. Hold on. That was the worst experience ever. I spent all of Memorial Day trying to get liquor in Lansdale.
I spent all of Memorial Day sober.
What's that?
I spent all of Memorial Day sober. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I just gave up. I was like, the hell with this. I gave up. I drank the night before. I did not want beer on Memorial Day because I drank too much Amstel Light the night before. And I don't know. I just can't take a lot of beer. And I was like, we went to Wegmans and I'm like, I just don't want any more beer. So I just gave up.
I saw wine at Wegmans. I'm sorry, Steve.
Joe,
I'm not a wine person.
Let me tell you, Joe, you said that you called and they said the number was disconnected, right?
All three stores. It's a busy signal. Like I was in 1995 again. Like when you're calling your friend and he's on the phone and you can't hear him. Like it's a busy signal.
The phone.
But a disconnected signal. Like disconnected.
Let me give you a little advice. Okay?
Oh, you mean like boop, boop, boop. The number you have dialed.
Hold on. Steve's trying to give us valuable insight on how to buy liquor in Pennsylvania during the lockdown. This is super important.
Super important. When you call, okay, hold on a minute. When you call and you get that busy signal, either call back again or stay on the line because it'll go beep. It'll go, the number has been redirected to, and it give you the new phone number. True story.
No, I don't get that.
Well, try it. I went to the other day. I called up the Pennsburg store. Okay.
Right.
It wasn't a dial up. It was a disconnected noise. Like if you left the phone off the hook.
This is what internet service sounds like in Red Hill.
That is really loud and annoying.
Gretchen would like to know how much Vladimir you've had tonight, Steve.
How much?
Isn't she in the house with you?
Nope.
Oh.
She'd still be texting, even if she was.
Oh, okay.
We heard the conversation one room away.
That practice social distancing on the boardwalk. Sorry.
So here's the thing, Joe. I called. Okay. Got the thing. Went up. There was like one person standing there. There was no problem. If all else fails, try Quakertown.
Yeah, I'm not gonna commute around for booze. Screw it. I gave up after that. I was like, whatever.
Or just call that internet service sounds like what the hell?
That practice social
Hold
distancing
on.
on the boardwalk. Sorry.
Hold on, what the hell? I called. All right.
You're bad at this too.
Is this our recap show?
Dude, I want to thank John for sharing our video everywhere. He says that we're a great local band. We appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Spoiler alert, we will not be playing music here because you just simply cannot play music on Zoom. But that's all right. You get to have fun with us. So here we are. Thank you.
How else do you want to waste your time?
Why are my pictures crooked?
Solo.
Ukulele solo.
Yeah.
Where's the oboe at?
Ukulele.
Hey, no, I got new strings for it, right? And there's no ball ends on the end of the string.
You gotta tie a knot in it.
Yeah, but my bridge ain't set up for that. I can't run it through the bridge.
Tollgate.
Where they lock in?
Yeah, they just like the ball end just hooks in the back of it. There's no holder bringing it around to tie it off.
Huh.
So I don't know what to do.
Play a kazoo.
I had that out earlier.
I got my clicky sticks.
Do not play them.
Hey Mike, how you doing with all that pound stuff going on in the house?
Just imagine listening to music that you hate with somebody trying to? It sounds like they're doing a 4 count the whole time.
Oh,
Don't do it.
That's my type of music.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't do it.
so
Don't sit on
Jeff, did you watch the other week when I was talking about this kazoo I got?
There's been multiple weeks of you talking about your kazoo.
Because
showing
it's been
Jeff.
the kazoo and don't do it.
Made in America, Woodstock.
Drum time. It's drum time. Apparently, it's drumming.
And you can't forget this, Jeff.
What's that? Yes.
I spent some of my Trump cash and bought a few cheesy instruments.
You bought what?
Some lesser instruments like a kazoo and a ukulele and a couple harmonicas.
Oh, Gretchen, I don't know. I never actually bought anything off of Reverb.
I already opened the packs up, so it's kind of too late anyway.
That and there's Spit.
No, for the strings.
Uh,
Spittles, Mike. There's spittles in it.
Spittles. Yeah, I never heard of
Skittles?
Spittles.
I like Skittles, especially the red ones.
You know, I don't know how this might be fake news, but you know, apparently there's only one flavor to Skittles. They all taste the same.
I would refute that.
Yeah, I would disagree.
Spending the money on booze, that's no problem there. I'm
You know
making
what
my
flavors-
pyramid.
You know what flavors do all taste the same? Fruit Loops and Tricks, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I can't even tell you what they taste like. I mean, I have not had a bowl of cereal by 20 years.
Yeah, they definitely don't taste like orange and lemon and cherry and whatever else is supposed to be in there.
Just like watermelon. Anything watermelon flavored never tastes even remotely close to real watermelon. You know?
No.
I don't know. There's a watermelon of this, and it tastes pretty close to watermelon.
I mean, like candies and stuff.
Oh yeah, just tastes like sugar.
Yeah.
Snozberries taste like
God
snozberries.
damn it, you beat me to it.
Are you hiding behind the podium to drink or the pillar to drink?
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of taste, I heard a cool joke over the weekend. You want to hear it?
No, I'm just trying out my second microphone over here.
Is it tastefully intelligent?
No. I think Mike knows this joke, so don't ruin it. What's the difference between a rectal and an oral thermometer? What's the difference?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what the difference is? The taste.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, one tastes like shit.
I might add a joke segment every week. How about that?
These are some shitty jokes.
As long as you get your drummer to get the rim shot in there.
Jerry gave a rim shot with her pound sticks. There's our alien.
I think that's my one biggest complaint is the color of them. Like
I love the green. I was just thinking I want the green sticks, but I would break those instantly.
I don't think so. Those things are heavy duty.
Are they? I thought they were kind of hollow. Are they like March sticks?
I think so. Yeah.
No.
All right.
I think this one has a fracture in it because I can hear it rattle when I hit it.
Yeah,
You
probably.
can't.
They're not that annoying.
Maybe you pounded it too hard.
I don't know. I know that Steve loves his rim jobs. I mean, his rim shot.
Joe, you never give me a rim shot.
That's a good thing.
This
One in a
joke's
row.
going down.
We'll give you 10 in a row.
Hey, speaking of rim jobs, you know the last
Whoever joined just recently, that's a good thing.
the last Blink-182 album was actually the title of the album was Rim Job, spelled Rim Job backwards, but it sounds like played backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really? Do you run out of ideas if that's for naming your album?
You know what Taco Cat is spelled backwards?
Taco
Race
cat?
car?
Hey, Mike,
What's up?
we should have a car show at the golf course. No?
Well, we have to see what's going on, but there is the
Great
4th
time
of
in
July
August.
this year has been moved. Well, not the 4th of July, but the fireworks. So there's going to be a little car show then in August 29th.
Sunday
Oh,
that
that's
weekend.
cool. They're still doing them. I thought they were all canceling.
Hey, Steve,
Yeah.
do you know race car spelled backwards? It's race car.
Yep.
Quakertown canceled their fireworks.
Yeah, the one that was going to be in East Greenville is now on August 29th.
Oh, man. So it's not on the 4th. All right. Let's have a 4th of July car. Fuck it.
What are
Oh,
you
no.
doing? Why is the
What's
cat
going on?
sitting on the chair watching you? The cardboard boxes so the cats can't sit on stuff.
All right. Now we got fitness hour, everybody. We
As
got
the
something
cat's
for
all
everybody. We got
Cat
stuff for the
butt.
ladies. We got stuff for the kazoo players and the ukulele guys and the train demos there. And we even got comic book nerds. Like, I'm reading like comic books and stuff.
You got BMX.
And yeah, we got BMX and electronic drums, flamingos. I mean, you got something for everything. Jerry's going for it down there. Hold on. We got to
Hot Wheels.
spotlight her.
Look at the
Hot Wheels.
cat. Spike's like, what the hell is going on up here?
And you're like, what the hell's going on up there?
Yeah, welcome to my world, guys.
Look at this cat. Cat's like, what the hell?
I don't like that shit.
That's like humans are strange.
All I hear is the count in. All I hear is the click track.
Yeah, the cat's like, what is all this stuff? You're stupid. I'm gonna go shit in a box.
Be fair, they don't all shit in boxes.
Yeah.
So, did you guys hear about the new Beatles album yet?
No.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's mostly all bass and drum though.
How was their Beatles album? How does that work?
So, follow the joke, Joe.
Oh, I thought you were being serious for a minute there.
It's mostly all bass and drum. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned about the Paul is dead thing. Every now and again, for a good distraction from like serious conspiracies or serious news, I love falling down the rabbit hole and watching clips about the Paul is dead theory. It's interesting.
Turn me on, dead man.
Turn me
Right
on,
there
dead
in the
man.
lyrics.
Yep. And at the end, where they think they're saying cranberry sauce, they're saying I bury Paul. Because remember, in the parallel universe, Paul is dead and Elvis is alive. Remember that.
Yep. He just went home.
There's
And in black.
I was gonna say that was Men in Black.
a dude that works at Wawa.
Ah.
He made a comment about my sideburns one day, something about Elvis or something. So we started talking in a couple of minutes. And he's a huge Elvis fan. He would name his kid after him, I think he said, or something like that. Named his kid Aaron after Elvis's middle name or something. Next time we were going there, we're chatting back and forth again. And I brought up the thing about him being alive, about that guy, that guy that sings. There's this guy out there, I forget his name now. It's probably not him because he's a little too young to be him. But man, he could be a perfect Elvis.
Dead ringer.
Oh my God, his voice sounds so dead on to Elvis. It's unbelievable. I brought that up to him, and he got all weird. He goes, "No, Elvis is dead," and he never said a fucking word to me again. Every time I go in there,
And he's an impersonator.
I pissed him off or something. Like unreal. Like you don't talk to me anymore. It's really
Just
weird.
out of curiosity, is
Kinda
this
have
guy
that
the
effect on
skinny
people,
or the fat
you
Elvis?
I
We
thought
love
that-
you, Steve, but you kind of have that effect on people. Just saying.
I do.
Where you piss the people off, we have a running list.
I've pissed off anything from the you name it. I think it's in there in the list. What was that, Jeff?
I said, is this the skinny Elvis or the fat Elvis that's still living?
It's the old Elvis.
No, I know he's old. I mean, is he fat or is he skinny?
His name's Bob something. Look it up sometime on YouTube. I mean, he kind of looks like him. And man, it like his voice is so so dead on. It's amazing.
I know, but John left us a really sweet comment. He said, "Conspiracy on the Skittles. After enough gin, cornflakes taste like filet mignon." That is words of brilliance, John. Please keep those zingers coming. John, you're more than welcome to jump in on our meeting here too if you have Zoom and you would like to come and say some stuff to the people. We would love to have.
What was that movie where Bruce Campbell was Elvis in a nursing home?
Nursing home Elvis.
No.
You ever see
That was
Elvis and
the
Nixon? Elvis and Nixon on Amazon Prime. That's a pretty good movie.
No, but
there's a movie.
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell was in a nursing home, and he claimed he was Elvis.
I
And
remember that.
Ozzy was supposedly not Ozzy Osbourne. The Black Ozzy was in there, and he was JFK.
But wait a minute, who came in with COVID-19? That's the important thing.
Yeah, how does that happen?
There's a nursing home. Who came in with? There's not even supposed to go if you have a cold. You can't even see your grandma if you have a cold. Like, for real. We're just gonna leave it at that. That's it.
I know. That's what we should do some nights. We should have a special episode once in a while. We'll get our mutual friend on who you know who I'm talking about, and we'll do conspiracy hour. That could be entertaining.
Yeah, that needs to be like not on our channel.
Yeah.
That needs to be somewhere. I was thinking, man, maybe we should do like a good one for Spotify. Like Spotify seems to be the format for podcasts now that they gave all that money to Joe Rogan, man. He
That's
made
crazy amount of money.
Their stock went up to like, was it like 5 billion? That sounds a little much, but maybe it went up like crazy. But
didn't they give him like 100 million or something?
yeah, no, but then there's well, supposedly he's making the same he was, but their stock went up like nuts overnight. Maybe we need to because Zoom gives us an audio. Maybe we need to start making having you edit the audio and getting the good stuff out.
As we're doing this, I do have the what's it called? I have Pro Tools running in the background recording these. So I have 1, 2.
Well, maybe
3,
condense
4.
them down to like an hour or something.
I have 5 recorded so far. I didn't grab the first 2.
I could probably get them from the videos and stuff.
Well,
Okay.
we've been doing our Thursdays. We did one special Saturday night one at one time.
Hey, we're up to 10 people. So people who had just joined us, you want to talk about stuff? You want to join in? If you have Zoom and you want to join in with us, as you can see, we have Flamingo, Jerry, and Jeff. Well, and
Jeff
Alien.
still here? Jeff,
Yeah.
you still here?
Hmm?
I said, is Jeff still here?
Yes.
I don't see him.
Are you looking at your screen? Or your eyes?
Do you see where
open?
my eyes are? Do you see where my eyes are pointed right now?
Does this help you? Now you see everybody.
Do you see me now, Steve?
Yes. And I see
All
Jerry.
I
I
s-
blend in with the cabinetry.
All I see on our feed was me.
Yeah, but I switched it. There's a lag. I like to switch back and forth between the main view and then everybody individual too. Mix it up a little.
I'm trying to get my computer working.
Speaking of Elvis, what was that movie where it's
Well,
with Jack
Thank
White?
you. Thank you very much. What's that?
What was that? Was that on Walk Hard with Elvis?
That wasn't with Jack White.
Jack
Hard.
White-
Walk the Line? You talking about? And Elvis
No,
is.
there's a parody called Walk
Oh
Hard.
yeah.
Are you
And the
doing
guy's all like,
prosperity?
yeah, the guy's all like coked up and stuff. And he's like, "What do you want? What you say to me?" Yeah.
No, Jack White. I'm pretty sure it was Jack White played Elvis in something
No, Jack White wasn't in that.
where he goes about karate. Only 2 type of people know karate: the Chinese and the king.
I
That
don't
line.
think that's Jack White. Let's find out.
I'm thinking it's Jack White. I don't know why.
As
I'm
for
thinking-
everybody's looking.
Oh, yep. Check out Jack White as Elvis.
Yeah, see, his lines in that movie are fucking hilarious.
Oh wow. I would have never guessed that was Jack White.
He's like,
I don't even know who Jack White is.
Wow,
Yeah.
Jack White looks like he's eating Jack White now.
he's like, what's that? One of the other lines. What the hell was that other line? I forget. But he's. Well, Mike, you've seen that movie, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures right now. I would have never guessed that was Jack White.
That's Jack White?
Yep.
Oh, all right. Okay. I
Yep.
wish we could show it, but YouTube would, take us down. Because
We could show. We could probably show the picture, but not the actual
Don't play any
video
of his
clip.
hits.
Like the video or the a still image, I think's okay.
Yeah, still images are.
Anything with
sure.
audio or video would get us booted. I get yelled at by Universal again.
Screw him.
kind of looks like Sean Cap, though.
If you look at pictures of Jack White now,
Yeah, it's him.
he looks
It's him.
bad. He looks like
Yeah.
Axl Rose. Actually, he looks like Jack Black now.
Does he have cornrows like Axel had?
Oh, the chick from The Office was in that, too. I totally forgot about that. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Which chick?
Pam.
Pam. Pam.
Pam.
Riveting.
You can't buy this kind of entertainment. This kind of
what's that?
entertainment is unparalleled.
Yeah, do you guys see?
Actually, I don't
All
think
right,
you
I
should
think-
buy this kind of entertainment.
I think at this point now, I think no matter what side of the fence you're on, you can all agree that the news media are a bunch of lying morons.
Yeah.
No, man. MSM for life.
You know what's funny? We're not getting into politics here. It's just an observation of the two different sides, how they fight. There's the people who think that everyone who doesn't agree with them are clearly brainwashed from Fox News, but yet they don't question their own their news source. You know, like
That's
NBC,
the way it goes.
You know, like, oh, MSNBC is totally, Now there's this reporter. I don't know if you guys saw the footage. There's a reporter in Wisconsin reporting on how bad everybody's being because they're not wearing masks, and the reporter's out there with his mask on because
The
I don't know,
cameraman's not wearing one.
yeah,
I saw that. I saw that on Tucker, man. Tucker had that
Oh
last
my
night.
God,
Yeah.
isn't that great?
Yeah.
And then he goes,
Yeah,
none of your
yeah.
crew is. Then he yells out, none of your crew is either.
Yeah, none of your cameraman's not wearing them. Yeah, I saw that.
And she's like
the anchor
riveting
was-
images.
Yeah, riveting images. Oh my God, I can't
Bruce
stand it.
Campbell was in Bubba Hotep.
If anybody wants to have an update on Rad, we're about ready to go ass sliding. So I didn't know if anybody wanted to know where we
Can we
were.
just buy the copyrights to that movie? It's probably not that expensive now,
Hey, me and
right?
Mike were just
I mean,
talking
Aunt
about-
Becky might be trying to sell on it cheap. She's in a bad place. So,
Well,
you never know.
she's selling bootlegged copies now.
Guaranteed to get you into college if you watch.
They're going to Photoshop us in Rad. Like it's going to look like we are actually in Rad. Like her kids were in the water polo team.
Paperboy thinks he's a pro.
Yale, Harvard.
Yeah, me and Mike were just talking about that. About where do you say somebody said it's public domain?
Yeah, I looked at for it on Amazon, and somebody said since it was never released on DVD, it's a public domain. Which I don't think it is.
That's not how this works.
Yeah,
Right.
how do this works? Well, no,
But-
see, there is a thing where like, I was telling Mike about it. If you go to Walmart or the dollar store and then dollar bin movies for $1,
Can you
Mhm.
still touch them?
What's that?
No, I was going to say, do they still have those bins? But I was just raffling through some Hot Wheels the other day. First time I was in Walmart in like 10 weeks.
You know what's funny is you're not allowed to touch certain things at stores and all.
I was
But yet
touching.
but yet the single serve, pick out the beef jerky from the jar. You can still reach your hand in the jar and touch other jerky, no problem.
Don't touch my jerky.
But no, the reason those dollar bin and those $5 and $1 movies are so cheap, besides the fact that they suck, most of them, is because I think a copyright on a film is only like 25 years, and a lot of those were either
That's so
duds.
weird.
They're duds, and the production companies didn't want to waste the money to copyright them, or the production companies or whoever made them are out of business now, so they're public domain. So these people find them and they can make money on them.
All right. So the question is, though, if they have major label music in it, do they take that music out? Because that's a completely separate thing.
Most of these don't. Most of these are like older. And I mean, I have a whole bunch of them. I have a ton of them cheap movies.
But that's the thing. Like I said, it's if it has anything major label music in it, that's, you know, sometimes the music budget for a movie is higher than the actor's budget.
See, I don't remember anything substantial or anything that would be anything good on some of the ones that I've watched, you know. But I don't know.
Steve?
How about Hotep?
Bubba Hotep.
Public domain movies.
Here's a synopsis. Elvis Presley and a black JFK stay in a nursing home where nothing happens until a wayward Egyptian mummy comes and sucks out the old people's souls through their a-holes.
What?
The
You had me
Egyptian
at
mummy
a-hole.
comes and sucks out the old people's souls through their a-holes.
Are you reading this off of something?
Yeah, IMDb.
This is a real thing.
Yeah, I've seen
Holy.
it.
That sounds like the dumbest movie idea I've ever heard.
Is this real life?
What movie is that called?
Bubba Hotep.
B-U-B-B-A?
Bubbahotep.
Hotep. I
called-
killed a bitch.
It's called Alien Butthole Suckers.
And they get together, Ozzie Davis and Bruce Campbell defeat the mummy.
Mike, it's available for free on Vudu. Guess what we're watching tonight?
Yay.
You mean like the Bruce Campbell as in the singer?
No, Bruce Campbell as in Army of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Bruce Campbell. Wait, is he in this Elvis movie?
Yes, he is Elvis.
No, he's not.
Yes,
What's this called?
it's called
Yeah,
Bubba.
where are you from, buddy?
What is it called?
Bubba Hotep.
Can you like put it on my page or something at some point?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I love. Yo, did you watch Ash versus the Evil Dead, the series?
No, but
Yeah.
I did see some of the films.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta watch that. That's so good. It's
They're like
fun now, but that's so
Is that
beautiful.
where he
It's on,
has the chainsaw
it's on
for the arm?
Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Joe, is that where he has the chainsaw on his arm?
Well, yeah, he's had the chainsaw on his arm since the 80s. You know, Evil Dead and Army of Darkness. Yeah. Now he's just old now, so it's funny.
Yeah.
You know, he's still got the same shitty car and everything. It's awesome. It's like an old, like big old Lincoln thing, or I forget. What the hell is it? I'm trying to think what it is. It's a big old boat, like from the 70s. I think
It
what
might
the
be
hell
like
it
a
was.
Buick or something.
It might be. I think so.
Toyota Celica.
No, it's not no Toyota Celica. And it ain't no,
Oh, he's like, it's a classic. I'm just not
it
thinking what
ain't
it
no
is.
PT Cruiser either.
Now that's a classic right there. PT Losers.
So we have a few people watching. Anybody wanna-
Oldsmobile Delta 88.
Oh,
That's it. He's like, get in the Delta 88. Yep. It's like a green Delta 88 or no, beige. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, that was awesome. 73.
Is it tan or taupe?
cream, I guess? I don't know what the hell.
Fuchsia.
It is.
Magenta.
I love the word fuchsia.
I could not hear the word magenta without thinking of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
How are they going to do that stuff?
What's
in the,
Jerry up to? Jerry just looks like she's sleeping with her eyes open.
She's got her Mr. Magoo glasses on.
I like these.
You look smart.
Well,
You should put some
not
tape
Mr.
in there.
Magoo.
Shit.
Who am I thinking about? That has,
Damn it,
where's
Jeff.
this?
I tell you, my house is a booby trap.
A booty
Boobs.
trap. Jeff said boobs.
Mike talks in his sleep. He says boobs too.
Seems put his eyes open too. You still do that, Mike?
Was this pick on Mike's dead?
It was just
You
funny.
still
The
do
one
that?
night I'm just laying there going to sleep, and all of a sudden I hear him. Oops. Like, that was it.
He's probably talking about his band.
Priorities.
No, when we were kids, we had bunk beds, like the cool different strokes, L-shaped bunk beds, you know.
So much room for activities.
And Mike's up there, like kind of laying towards the side thing of it, looking down at me. I come home and I'm talking about something, and I'm like, "Hello, you're sleeping. Your eyes are almost like way open, sleeping." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're asleep."
We were at Nanny's one time. It was someone's birthday. He was in the one chair laying back, and his eyes were wide open. I had the card, and I was like, "Hey, Mike, let's go in the back room and sign this." And he even nodded, like he nodded. And I'm waiting in the back room. He's never coming. I'm like, "You coming?" And he startles awake, like, "For what?" I'm like, "You acknowledged me." Nope, he was asleep with his eyes open, and
not with my eyes open, but
I realize that I never acknowledge you. Come on.
Actually, I think Mike was a name. Mike and Steve were on a name on the list of men who don't listen.
What?
They had a name of men who don't listen. And Mike and Steve, I think, were on that list.
What?
I was on that list.
Yeah, you probably were.
What?
It's not because I don't want to listen. It's because I'm deaf from playing drums my whole life.
I was going to see how many times I could get that one. Here, I got to put my pop filter on. No more pop music.
What the hell movie was that? Where he goes, "Yeah, my wife's reading this book about how men don't listen and men aren't in tune with the women. They don't listen." And the guy goes, "Oh yeah, was it any good?" "Oh no, I wasn't listening." What the hell movie was that on?
I don't know.
Well, that was, I don't know if that particular scene, but there was something like that on Dumb and Dumber.
What?
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I don't know. She was saying I didn't listen or something. I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Jerry, you might be right. That may be what I'm thinking of.
I think it is.
I'll tell you what. That movie, I can never get tired of that movie. Except for the soundtrack. That
You don't like Presidents of the United States?
That era.
No, that was Crash Test Dummies.
And Mary Mo, which is an absolutely horrible song.
Why don't you get your oboe?
She's a vegetarian. Mary Mo. Sorry
I would
if I
block
get you
us
kicked
just
off.
for you singing that.
Not because it's copyrighted, but because it sucks.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg, hey, you need to check this out, this stream out.
Yeah, please cancel us.
No, but seriously though, that after the grunge era faded out, all the stuff that counted as alternative rock and whatever from like the mid to late 90s was like the most god awful era of music. And that whole soundtrack is just hard to listen to. You know?
It's very dated.
Oh my God. Although the Shaggy magazine.
It was hip for the time.
Oh yeah.
Hip to be square.
I love 90s. I still listen to 90s rock. Don't be bashing 90s rock.
But the late 90s stuff?
Yeah, why not? Up until after like 2007, music just sucked. I'm sorry, but
2007 wasn't the late 90s though.
yeah, well, it kind of just kept on going. Rock never had another identity since the 90s. It just
the 90s just kept going.
Worse and worse. Yeah, they did. They're still going. I don't even know what the rock is today, whatever that is.
The 2000s is the first time in history that either a form of music didn't come back or was not invented. I mean, you got like the pre-teens in the 1800s. You had all different forms of like classical and different types of like jazz and folk music and stuff coming up. 20s, you had the early style of big band stuff. 30s, you had the Delta blues in the 30s. You had big band in the 40s. You had rock and roll in the 50s. You had the hippie, psychedelic, whatever type stuff in the 60s. You had disco 70s. You had the new wave 80s and punk in the 70s and early 80s. 90s, you had grunge. And then after, basically, grunge was probably the last new form of anything for music, really. You know what I mean? Because if you go all the way back to the turn of the century, each decade had a defining form of music. Or
mumble rap.
The 80s was kind of all over the place, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
it
you had
down, but it was all over the place.
No, but you had new forms of music coming out.
Oh yeah, right, okay. You're saying there's definitely no new forms of music coming out.
You
So.
had
What about
the new
mumble rap?
And you had rap.
Or dubstep.
because-
Dubstep is groundbreaking. Seriously.
Yeah, just ask Deadpool.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing you have nowadays that had either a resurgence or like a new identity is 30,000 people in a stadium watching a guy jump around behind a mixing board, hitting buttons.
Joe,
You know?
did you see it? You saw Deadpool too, right?
Oh yeah, I love Deadpool, man.
Remember that? Tell me, is dubstep still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Dubstep, pussies.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Hey,
with
wait a
Ryan
minute.
Reynolds, right?
Yep.
He's pretty good at. I like his acting.
I love him. Van Wilder. I mean, Green Lantern. I don't think I really tried to watch
No,
that.
I never saw that. He's
I
in
don't
I
Waiting.
started to watch it.
I don't know if I saw Green Lantern, but everybody says Green Lantern.
How about like when he started off? What was the show? Two guys, a girl, in a pizza place or whatever. It was pretty funny in that too.
No, it was two girls in a cup.
There was something going around. There was a meme
Yeah,
about.
type in two girls in a cup. Google
No,
it.
we
Yeah,
don't
I
need
saw
to do that. Don't do that if there's any young people or anybody that's squeamish because it's disgusting. So
I got a story about that. I wonder if Gretchen would want to jump in on that story.
Hey, right now,
I
Las-
don't like where this is going.
Yeah, we had after I'm not sure if it was a Ramblers show or a Roadhog show. Us and a bunch of former friends were at me and Gretchen's place, and I don't think so we got talking about it, so we put it on the computer, and everybody held it, so she made her watch part of it. Gretchen, remember that?
So right now in Las Vegas, it's 106 degrees, and in Antarctica, it's not minus 29.
I think it's 100
Ooh.
house right now.
Oh man.
I think we should add a weather segment to this.
I want traffic too. I want a traffic girl.
Orlando,
Traffic-
72 and raining.
Traffic girl.
Actually,
It's pretty muggy here though. Like I'm definitely like sweating.
Yes.
going in.
It's
Steve.
gross in the house.
I can't put the air on yet though. It's too early for the air. It's just too early for the air.
I agree. I so agree.
Nope. As soon as it gets
We
like
got
this,
the
I'm
air
gonna
on here.
turn it up.
We have all our windows open, the fans on.
Actually, I'm going to do traffic. We need a traffic segment. I'm going to do traffic for the road I currently live on. Currently, there are no cars on my road. There's my traffic.
There is a fat cat on my breakfast table.
I could easily walk out to 309 and do the traffic if you like.
That would be
Sure.
fun.
Stand in the middle of
Yeah,
the road.
stand out, go out there and play in traffic.
Okay.
Well, we didn't say play in it, but
And
I did.
let me know if Steve Winwood's out there.
Huh?
Let me know Steve Winwood's out there
because
in
Steve
traffic.
Winwood was traffic. Oh, I get you.
Who's Steve Winwood?
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh, millennials.
Joe's younger than me.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
both
well, Steve Winwood,
millennials.
the composer. What the hell? He's a.
You know, Steve Winwood got started out in traffic when he was like 17 years old. He was like a kid when he joined traffic.
Ooh, someone just pulled in the neighbor's driveway. There's traffic.
Woohoo!
There's a
Hey, Mike,
traffic report. Yay. So,
Mike,
remember
You
what's
should
his
have your
name?
neighbor on with us one night.
What's that?
You should have your neighbor on with us some night.
Neil.
Yeah.
I don't know if Neil's watching.
Does Neil have Facebook?
I don't know. His
If
wife
he-
does.
I was gonna say if he did, I'm sure you'd be friends.
So,
You guys have your own Nelson or Wilson.
Nelson. Remember
Nelson.
Bob Kelly when he was on
Yeah, Neil and Bob.
98.1?
Yeah.
So for the last couple of years now, he's been on Fox 29. It's so funny. Whenever I hear his voice, I just remember driving to work early in the morning and hearing Bob Kelly on the radio.
Yeah.
Now he does stupid segments on that stupid morning show
Which morning show?
on Fox 29 Philadelphia. They're trying to be. They're the hip and exciting. Like we're modern and hip.
We
like
go
that.
there. We go there. That's their theme, man. We go there.
I like the new thing with newscasters where they like stand next to each other instead of sitting at a news desk. They like stand up. A lot of them, or at least the weather people stand up.
Or they sit on a couch near each other.
Yeah,
I can go sit on my couch.
Wayne's World couch.
Or the nice chair with the Mexican blanket on it.
I know, Gator.
Who do we have watching that wants to talk or
Give us
join
a
in?
topic.
Yeah, give us a
Well-
topic to talk about.
You know what
I'm
channel
gonna-
10?
We'll go
guy
there.
lives in town?
I'm going to depart because my doggy wants to go outside.
Okay.
So,
Godspeed.
What, Joe?
Godspeed to you, sir.
Yes. Have a good night, gentlemen. I will see you later.
Bye,
See you
Jeff.
later.
Yeah, give us a topic to talk about.
You know what channel?
Okay, who's playing the playback?
Gretchen, turn.
I just did.
Okay.
Caller, turn your phone down, please.
Caller. I love that on shows. Caller, turn your radio down.
How do you not have the?
I just didn't get to it.
Oh, it's Tubby.
Gretchen, you missed out on. I told the story with the two girls in a cup. Your first
I
time
know. I
seeing it.
commented on it.
Oh, really?
It's. I said, fuck him.
Yeah. Actually, fuck everyone in that house. Anyway. So,
Hi, buddy.
what was I going to say? Blah, blah, blah.
Any interest in adopting a fluffy white cat?
Soka wants a friend.
Okay. Come get him.
Yeah. I don't think Soka would do well with another cat in this house.
He's
These two
chewing on your.
I know, he's fine.
Right?
if we- So if she cuts out, we'll know it's because Dum Dum chewed through the cord.
Hi.
Oh, I don't know stuff.
I'm a cat. What do I know?
Yo, that cat knows a lot of stuff. That cat knows it's gonna eat your ass when you get the Rona and die. That cat's got your number.
You know, there's enough. Gretchen's entertained, Joe.
What's going on there?
Where?
What
Oh, I've got an idea. Let's
are you doing?
let's give Monster her pill.
No.
Yeah, that's entertainment. Let's watch Jerry get gored by a cat.
If you want to show them you getting hurt, that's. Do we have to put a parental advisory over 18 because there might be gore?
It make it one of those things that you have to uncover to watch, like on
Right,
Facebook.
graphic images.
Yeah.
I think. How's that working out?
I don't mind it. I'm having fun.
Until he chews through it. See that? There's a cat on screen, and now we've gone up viewers again.
Everybody,
Yeah, people love cats.
Anybody want to talk about anything? Ask us any questions.
Oh, what do you want to say, Soko?
Soka just said something. Soka, you want to go on TV?
Nope. It's gone. What do you? You want food? Of
Anybody
course.
want to talk about aliens? Aliens.
We
Aliens.
got an alien in the studio tonight, chilling out with the flamingo.
Look at that. Is that always there? And I just noticed it, or you just
Yeah.
put it? You sneaky
I
bastard.
put it there a while ago.
What's the alien? Yeah, the aliens use you on your drum set, Joe.
Yeah, the alien's always in the studio.
The alien's right there, right now on the flamingo. I don't know that it was there since that camera got put to the flamingo.
No, it's usually on your drum set.
Yes, I know that. I'm talking about right now.
Let's
Not-
keep this conversation going. So it's usually
But
Yeah.
Steve, no, for real though. Like the alien's on the drum set, but tonight when he put the camera on the flamingo, when he first started it, did it have the alien there? Because I thought
No.
he added it. He added
No.
it. Right?
I added it. Yeah.
He added it. All right. Yeah.
With no additives. I haven't seen. Oh, that's scary.
Can you eat one of these on camera?
What is it? Oh my God! I need to get loaded to do that. Gretchen. Okay.
You're gonna eat a
Now, maybe
banana on
Your
first, I'm gonna
camera?
spot, your
show up to
spot
Google
lit. Go
it.
ahead.
Okay, so now, I had this thing. It's actually a condition where when you hear people chewing, you want to punch them in the face. Okay,
Right?
it's an actual condition, and there's a name for it, and I don't remember what the name is. Well,
Steve.
Gretchen found the most obnoxious thing in the world to eat. It's these little hammy ones, and I want you
Seaweed
to eat
snacks?
it.
It's misophonia.
Okay, what's it
So
called?
Steve, misophonia. MISO at PHONIA. Misophonia.
Yes,
Hatred
disappointment.
of
Go ahead, read it.
Oh wait, mate, that might have been the wrong one.
You hobbling along there?
How to get over Yeah,
There's
I
a
guess
cure-
that's yeah.
Is there a cure for it?
Yeah, it's called punching the person in the mouth who's eating that way.
Oh, great.
Are you talking about those
So-
stupid seaweed snacks?
Yes,
Mhm.
Those are so terrible.
they are. Look, they're like plasticky, right?
And they smell like
Gretchen-
fish.
Gretchen sits here every night and eats these things. I mean, it's the most obnoxious. You can probably hear her. Listen if you can hear her chew. Put a fresh one in. See if you can hear her.
I did.
And another one. I can't hear that.
Hey Jared,
So-
don't you have some in the cabinet you can annoy us with?
So
Don't
one
threaten me
night,
with a good time.
okay. So here it is. Okay, weird piece of shit.
It's
So
called
the other
seaweed.
night I said to her, "Let me try one of them." It is the absolute worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. I mean, I'll eat anything really. I spit the shit out. It was like I took a big gulp of ocean water and swallowed a piece of seaweed from the ocean. It
Uh-oh.
tasted like ocean water. It was absolutely I can't believe you can eat this. Like I'm getting nauseous thinking about this. Unreal. Here, you can have your plastic back. Oops. It just
Uh
fell.
oh, where'd it go?
I mean,
See if Steve will virtually punch me in the face.
Are you
now I
is that
always
this-
want to do that, Jerry. That's
is that the
that's
same
not-
kind that you guys have?
What? You guys have seaweed stuff too, Jerry?
Yeah, you're watching?
No, I have to look at my. No, I don't see Jerry on anything right now, on playback or on the actual feed.
How do you not see?
'Cause
I
he's
see
pet-
you on my phone, and I see me on my tablet.
Here we go.
Yep, that looks like the same shit. Now Gretchen's an orange pack.
All right, you ready?
Oh, it cut out. I can't hear you. It just cut you
All
out.
right, I just have to be on Zoom, I guess, when I'm eating.
It really just sounds like somebody's wrinkling newspaper.
I can't understand how you could. Honestly, how do you women eat that? That was the most foulest thing I've ever had in my mouth.
So there was a goat found in Marlboro Township.
What's
What?
that?
Linda Bauman Costa said, "Did you see the goat that was found in Marlboro Township?"
Oh, did you adopt a goat and not tell me?
Shh. It's a secret, Linda. Now, Linda's
but-
a friend of mine from the railroad.
Those seaweed snacks are horrible.
They are absolutely horrible.
You ever eat those, Joe?
Yeah, probably. I eat all kinds of weird stuff. I ate one
What-
time, and it's no lie. There's a picture. I ate an octopus fetus at a sushi restaurant. There's a picture. I proud to find it.
Now we're gonna have PETA yelling at us.
No, they served it to me. I didn't do it.
PETA served it?
That's it.
I doubt that.
Yeah, they did. It came over and they said, "Hello, please sign this waiver. We will come arrest you at an undisclosed time."
When,
Is that like the puffer fish from The Simpsons?
that was a great episode. See, when me and Mike were young, our
I'll be right
family
back, guys.
helped run a gun. We helped run a gun club. There was a guy back there. His name was Ray Pine. He was actually a published author. He wrote a lot of what's that term? Not the Wild West, the early days, the black powder era from like the 1800 whatever. And he was a trapper. and he would trap stuff, and he would cook it up, and he would make lunch meat and stuff out of it, and he would bring it to the gun club. Safe to say, I'm sure Mike had tried it too. I know I did. Safe to say, if it's a game animal and you're allowed to trap and eat it in this state of Pennsylvania, I've eaten it.
Wait, here, hold on. Here it is. Here's the picture. It's coming. It's coming. Do you see the picture? There it is. Octopus fetus. And somebody said it was a hoax. I said no, it was absolutely not a hoax. It was
Of course, you're
served to
making
me,
a stupid
and I ate
face.
it. Do you want to come be a guest?
What, octopus fetus?
No, Parsley's like creeping around in the back because she's all injured. Would you like to come be a guest? Gretchen wants to come and take care of you.
Seriously, does she need help?
Gretchen wants to know if she needs help.
My work isn't too far from you guys.
She's okay. She's just in her pajamas, so she doesn't want to come over here.
Hi, Parsley.
How are you?
I'm gonna go eat one and
Good, how are you?
the loudness of my microphone.
Right here. Can you see her on the video?
Keep coming. Keep coming. You got to come a little more.
Oh,
This way.
Whoa, hey.
This
whoa.
way. There you are.
Hey, that's not good for children watching. Hi, Parsley.
Wait.
Wait, do it again. Do it again.
Do it again.
Where's the camera? Oh.
She's okay. She doesn't need any help.
She's fine.
Okay.
That's why I have to take her to the doctor tomorrow.
She needs you to do her grocery shopping for the week, they said.
We haven't left the house in 9 weeks, so it's okay.
They want you to bring over some of that sewage you're putting in your mouth right now.
All right, here you guys go. Ready? Ready?
Wait, hold on. I gotta spotlight you. Go ahead, keep going. Oh, you've had those before. Isn't that what's like on? Now, like when I go to sushi restaurants, I get a salad of
that is the worst.
Salad.
I can't.
Great.
Oh, I was.
Like Fear Factor. Oh.
Somebody sent us a message about a goat.
Does somebody have a mint?
Mike, when Gretchen gave me hers, I was going to try and be daring and do what you just did, but I could not get the courage up to do that.
That tastes like Green Lane smells.
Yeah.
Oh, remember swimming in the Green Lane Reservoir?
No, we were never allowed.
Yeah, you were. Oh,
My
yes.
family told
As
me
kids,
that
you weren't
was
allowed.
the movie.
Right.
Hey, Mike, you want another one?
No.
That's
tasted
horrible. That is
That was
absolutely the worst.
I think
shit.
I need some
Oh,
whiskey
man.
now. Ugh.
I washed that down with like an old beer that's been sitting out for a week.
That's like moldy natural light plus.
Anyone who likes that must not be 100% there. No offense, women.
Ugh.
Hey, Joe, you got to try some. You have any laying around your house?
Right. Hey,
Seaweed.
Oh,
hey, come here, everybody. Eat this shit. This tastes like shit.
I'm
Try
pretty
it.
sure I've had it. I don't know.
Ugh.
if you think the sound of it annoys you, wait, there's more. Try
Right.
eating it.
You think you hate it now? Wait till you taste it.
Ugh.
Man, that was horrible. How? And she's just like
Yeah, I know.
one after another. I don't get it.
She's right in front of me now, pounding them down too.
Oh
I'm
man, that's
getting-
horrible.
I'm getting queasy watching it.
So anybody else out there watching? What's the what kind of weird stuff do you eat that disgusts other people?
I have some squatters.
Mike, while you were getting your seaweed treat, I was saying
There was
about
there's no treat there at all.
about
Look at
back
these
at the
squatters
club,
I have in my office here.
about Ray Pine.
Aw.
What about Rapine?
He was a trapper, and I said, Anything in the state of Pennsylvania that you can legally trap and eat, I think we've eaten it.
Yeah, we've eaten a lot of stuff.
You would come back to the chutes with stuff like, what's this? Squirrel? What's this? Rabbit? Oh, what's this? Possum. I mean, it's like every
Muskrat.
Muskrat. Yeah, we had muskrat.
What's
What's that called? Not like the stuff that with the buckskin and what was the term for that?
Game.
Prelimit? Not
Davy Crockett.
yeah, that era, Davy Crockett era stuff. What was that
Buckskin.
called?
Buckskin.
No, but there was a term for it that called like primitive. Primitive or something.
I don't know. I thought it was always just buckskin stuff.
Why is it?
What time frame was that? That was like what, early 1800?
No, that was like settler time.
The clothes caps. Oh,
No.
wait, I know why.
If Joe controlled my Facebook page, there's a picture of me when I was like 8 years old in my buckskin and my grandfather wearing our buckskins with our rifles.
Where's it at?
It's in my Facebook photos somewhere. I don't know.
I gotta look through all your photos.
Yeah, there's like a billion on there. Hey, I'll find it for next time. I don't know where it's at.
Is there like a Caesar?
It might have been my profile picture at one time. Go through my profile pictures. It might have been that at one time.
All right, hold on. Let's do a screen share. Screen share. All right. We're looking at the Facebook of Steve Mallon.
Is this more fun than my Van Halen forum?
No way. That was awesome.
Dude, there's hours of entertainment there, dude.
I know we occupied quite a bit of entertainment.
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
So we got some train stuff.
Burt Reynolds.
Trains.
Harbor Freight Jack.
Where would we find this at?
Go in my profile pictures. I think it was it's in my general photos somewhere, but I'm sure it's under my profile pictures somewhere. So I think it was look at that, Photoshop. Jason Galbraith did that. Is that cool?
Oh, the blower on your truck.
See the cat from the Chinese? Go back, Joe. Go back to the other one. Go back a couple.
That would smudge.
Go back. No, go forward one.
Smudge the cat.
Where's the one with the cat?
Right here.
There you go. In front of a Chinese restaurant. Oh, that's Lee Hao Fuchs. I can't wait to go back to Lee Hao. What's one of my hangouts? Me and Gretchen love going to Chinatown.
I know.
We go to Lee Hao Fuchs all the time.
I'm having Chinatown withdrawal.
Look at that pretty thing.
You have my paper towels?
Nope.
Let me know when we find the picture that we're looking for.
If you go through my profile pictures, it's either going to be one of four things: trains, music, cars, cats.
I've been working on the railroad.
That was out in Lancaster. That was in my hotel room in Lancaster. Look at that. That's man work right there.
Boy, pump your no good keister full of lead. Get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property.
That's, well.
All right, Macaulay Culkin.
That's Gettysburg. A
yeah.
souvenir store.
Here's the V8 car show of the poor bastards.
Yeah.
Yippee.
Did we find the picture yet?
No. You'll know when you see it.
What's it of you and your uncle again?
Me and my grandfather, we're wearing our old primitive buckskin jackets and all.
No, I feel like I'm all stuffed up.
You'll see a lot of white Telecaster in there.
I'm seeing a lot of cats.
I miss that guitar. I haven't touched that guitar in like 2 months. I may stop and have to pick that up. Oh, there's I like cabooses.
That's why you're dating me. Ho!
Oh. Yours ain't red though. And there's the Gretsch. Let me break that out.
Oh,
that last picture may have been the.
Is this
there
it?
It is.
There it is. Look at that.
Got Stevie Crockett.
Stevie Crockett. I made the newspaper at right around that time on the cover of the Morning or Town and Country, because I was like what 8 years old, shooting a muzzleloader, loading and shooting a black powder rifle.
Yeah, but that rifle there, that's a fake one.
That's a toy. Actually, the one that I shot was a small one. I think that was Ray Pines, actually, when I shot. That's a toy. I think I have that somewhere still. My mom actually made those jackets. She said that was really hard to sew.
It's
I'm
tough
sure
like
it
leather.
was.
Yep. We were talking one day at work about shooting and stuff. And one guy goes, well, "You're not really a gun guy." I said, I may not do a lot with guns right now. I said, in my life, especially back when I was younger, if you could fire it or shoot it or hit a target with, I think I probably used it.
What are you doing?
We even had a cannon. Remember that, Mike?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Had a cannon come back to the gun club. We shoot golf balls out of it or tennis balls. Yep. I'm not that much taller now either in that picture.
Right, your head just got bigger.
Yeah, my head just got larger. Well, that's where I store the brain. My brain.
That's where you store all the useless trivia.
Oh, so much useless trivia.
Some people say useless. Well, actually, most people say useless.
Gross.
It tasted like seaweed. Ugh.
You're gonna be tasting that tomorrow.
When
Horrible.
you belch, it means my compliments to the chef. So therefore, that means you actually did like.
You know that's a compliment to the chef.
What,
Dude, that
when you
could be a
burp
segment-
up with it, what
segment on
you ate?
Jackass there.
So
Seaweed
horrible.
That's probably worse than the paper cut scene on Jackass.
Oh,
You know that?
oh God, that was terrible.
Remember the paper cut scene on the movie?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
I remember sitting there in the theater and hearing everybody going, "Oh God,
Oh God.
like Gretchen's doing right now." Ugh,
Yeah, paper cuts are horrible.
they are. Ugh.
So I think
But,
maybe we were talking maybe Saturday night, probably not on the Ramblers page, of course, but maybe one of our personal pages. We might be doing a Thrasher or Thrashing watch party. You ever see that one, Joe?
I don't think so.
You never saw Thrashing?
I don't know. I don't think
It's
so.
a cabriolet.
My dad's gonna kill me.
It's a cabriolet.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that watch party. We've done quite a few rad watch parties, so
Dagger. You gotta watch out for Dagger. Like anything else Hollywood, they totally cheeseballed that movie, but it's fun.
well, just like Rad. Rad is such a really terrible movie, but it's so
Look-
absolutely amazing.
Locals only, right? Remember locals only?
Yep.
Yeah, when we get back together working on shit, we should work something out with like cigar box guitar and bass and give Joe a washboard or something.
Yeah, we should do like a very avant-garde kind of instrument track.
Yeah.
That'd be something pretty cool for the next disc. Just oddball instruments.
Yeah. I've written 2 ukulele songs.
Yay.
We could have the oboe.
The oboe, that's pretty obscure. So Jerry, you were probably first chair oboe because it was the only chair.
I was actually, and I didn't want to be. You know what's so funny? I went into my 10th grade year, signed up to play the orchestra, and then I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. So I didn't sign up for it.
I know the feeling.
Junior and senior year, and it just appeared on my schedule.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We're like, put her on the schedule. She's the only oboe we got.
Pretty much.
So here's a little secret about me. I can look at sheet music and say that's an F, that's an A, that's a C, that's a whatever, E, B, G, D, F, A, C, E, whatever. But I played the cornet in school. Okay?
Bag.
And I sucked at it. I just couldn't grasp sheet music
Seaweed.
that well. Right? So we're in the Memorial Day or 4th of July parade. I can still picture it. It left at the American Legion and went into Pennsburg. I had my little gold beret on because we were the gold band or whatever. I had my little thing with my sheet music, and I'm faking it because I kind of know, but I kind of don't. And my sheet music blew away. It blew off my thing. And I'm walking, and Mr. Wolf was the instructor, and he's like yelling at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck this." And I slowly walked out of the parade route, took my hat off, and I just walked down the parade route. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this shit. And my parents were standing along the route, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I quit." "What do you mean you quit?" I said, "I don't want to do it." So then, like, I had to
How
go.
do you
like,
get fired on your day off?
So then, like, that Monday, I go in there, and he starts giving me crap, and I go, "I don't care." "What do you mean?" I said, "I quit. I'm done. I don't want to do this." And I quit right in the middle of the parade. I was like, "Fuck it." Walked away, took my hat off, found my parents. See, the thing is I really, really, and to this day, if I could pick it up, I'd love to, but I'm not going to try. I'm too busy with picking up the ukulele. But I love the saxophone.
Saxophone.
Favorite instrument. And rock music and rockabilly and rock and roll, whatever, you had a saxophone, it's so awesome. And I wanted to play the saxophone so bad. But we worked a deal with my mom's cousin, who was a band instructor at Boyertown, to do some trade off some work with my family, my dad or my uncle, my dad and my grandfather, whatever. And he gave us a cornet, so I played the cornet, which is basically a trumpet.
So fast forward, hold on.
Doesn't it have like 4 things instead of 3? Isn't that one of the differences?
No, it's almost identical. It's just I think the shape is a little smaller.
Yeah, that's 3. It's 3 just like a trumpet, but it's just shaped.
So fast forward, I get into the age of you have to, you can join band, and guess what I get to play?
The cornet.
The fucking cornet. I did like probably a month or 2 of the school rehearsals, and I was just like, no, I'm not doing this. This sucks.
It's cool having a dad who's a drummer, because I didn't have to play anything stupid. I'm just saying, but I kind of wish I learned something with melody, though. I wish I learned something with melody. I do.
Hey.
I wish I learned piano.
I chose the oboe all on my own.
Yeah, but Jerry's dad plays a cool instrument. Jerry's dad plays the saxophone.
And that's the funny thing. The same thing as my dad played the saxophone. When we started band, it was everyone start with the saxophone. Now the deal is we had to do at least 1 year of the saxophone, and if we didn't like it, we could choose the instrument that we wanted to choose. And I don't think I lasted like 3 weeks on the saxophone. I had no interest in it.
You could have been the next Lisa Simpson.
And so I chose the oboe.
You could be playing the Sanford and Sons theme right now.
Well, the funny thing is,
where's the kazoo?
The finger patterns on the oboe versus the saxophone are actually.
Enough, isn't
he? You're bad at this too.
That's not the Sanford and Son.
Where else can you get dueling kazoos on a live stream?
No, we're
Zuckerberg, please ban us.
You're wasting valuable bandwidth.
Oh, we've wasted plenty of bandwidth.
But Jerry, it's really, the thing is, I joke with you about the oboe, but it's kind of cool because I like different stuff, I didn't really care for the cornet, but I like different stuff. Mike, do you remember the smell of the case?
Well, that's the weird thing is, so at work, we're, I'm cleaning some stuff up, and, there's these guitar cases that haven't had a guitar in it or anything for a long time. And you open the guitar case up, and that smell of instrument cases, they all have a same smell. Of course, the what's it called had it more of a musty smell.
It was very musty
because of the spit tube, which is the best part about playing a brass instrument is emptying the spit.
You know what it smelled like? Regret.
Right. This smells like I hate this thing.
It smells like this ain't a saxophone.
Right. But that was before, but like when we wanted to do the bands and stuff, like at that era of school, we didn't have guitar. And if you wanted to play drums, you spent 4 years doing.
Where you just said F that, and you just, I remember I took private lessons, and Billy Ware is a great teacher. But he used to be like, did you practice it? Yeah, I played to the Who albums this week. He's like, that's not practice. I'm like, yeah, but the other stuff's not fun. I just played to the Who. So that was my practice.
Well, when Steve started playing guitar, he was taking lessons from our second cousin, and he was learning. What's that?
Our
Second
mom's
cousin?
cousin. Is that second cousin?
Yeah, it's our second cousin. So he's learning, Rock You Like a Hurricane and all that fun stuff. And then I got a guitar and I started taking lessons from this jazz player, at 13 years old. I think it was 13. It's like, man, this sucks, because for the first month I was learning one chord. And it's just like, I don't want to learn one chord, and I want to play, Quiet Riot. But so I quit because it was just so boring learning
Rebel.
But in hindsight, learning from a good jazz player would have been really cool. But then, thinking about it, where we're like, well, is this medication time? Here we go. Spotlight Jerry.
Jazz players are some of the most skilled guitar players out there.
Hey, Joe, spotlight Jerry if you can.
Oh, sorry. Let's get on that.
Watch Jerry get gored by a cat.
She is spotlit. It's not on her. Hold on. There you go.
I'm going to accompany this bit.
Listen to the growl.
Hear that? She's not trying to hurt me. She's just trying to get away. Not sure if she got her other pill.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
Man, this live stream has had it all.
Cats, kazoos.
Right, medication
You
for
had
the cat.
You had Gretchen and a kazoo, dueling kazoos. You couldn't pay for this. You know what? I'll bet you anyone who's sick of this bullshit Corona shit going on right now, having to put up with this for entertainment is by making them hate it even more.
I'm impressed that she's doing that by herself.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to, I try to help her, but it's almost like it's like one person can do it, because if there's two
get it
people,
down,
then
Jerry?
What's that?
You got it in?
I think so.
I like the
Usually
growling.
like when we had to give Soko pills, you would hold him and
I'd hold him down like I was straddling him, and Gretchen would shove it in his throat.
Well, that's usually how we do it, but
If anybody
Monster's
watching
completely
wants to hear
different.
a duet kazoo song, let us know.
I think I need a drink before I do that.
I told the story. Yeah, I told the story about how I almost died from a kazoo. I told that story one night.
Why don't you play Tiny Bubbles?
Ain't that on ukulele though?
I don't know. Well, you have a ukulele.
You have one of those.
All right, let's do the other one.
I bet Ralph's more cooperative.
He just took it. We're done.
Damn, he's so chill. He's
There's
like,
Ralphie.
all right, I'll take
Look,
this.
I'm being
Ralph's
rad.
like, I'm fat. You get bike riding, cats eating pills, dueling kazoos. What, man? It's just like a three-ring circus. What more could you ask for? What more could you possibly want on a Thursday night?
To go out.
Right.
Not
Maybe
this.
a bar or a restaurant. Okay,
You
time
guys
for
are
this.
You guys are lucky I took the pegs off the bike.
That's entertainment.
Is anybody commenting anymore? I haven't been paying attention.
No. We have 6 people watching. Hey, Jason Marshall joined. Hey, Jason, don't you play the ukulele?
Jason who?
Marshall.
Oh, Jason's here?
He just joined.
Nah, Jason plays the mandolin.
All right. If
That's
Jason, if you have Zoom and you want to join in, you're more than welcome.
A mandolin's another instrument with very small frets. Mike, I'm telling you, you should get a ukulele and play it for like 2 weeks and then go to your bass, because I'm telling you, going from this to a guitar, it feels like the guitar is huge. I can imagine going to a stand-up from one of these. Yeah, if you look here, if you look at the bridge on this.
So the ends just lock in.
Yeah, they just lock in.
And you can't tie a knot into it? Like a knot won't fit in?
Well, that's
tie a knot on the end of the string.
That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to tie a knot, or even maybe take a very small wire tie and tie through a wire tie, maybe.
Because I know a lot of like nylon acoustic strings and even bass strings. What you do is you at the very end you tie a knot in it, and then that locks into the bridge.
Maybe that. You know what? I haven't even looked in here. There may not even be ball ends on here. I don't know. I haven't even looked.
It could just be little knots.
Because you clearly can't run the string through this.
Just drill a hole.
But,
hey, I mean, eating food.
I'm liking this though.
So now we got cats eating food.
Seaweed.
I want to be burping that up all night.
I seriously can't understand. I can't understand how people can eat that. Just sit there and pound it down. I just don't get it.
And they're big packs too. It's horrible.
Oh.
So Jason, again, if you have Zoom and you want to join in, more than welcome. There's the link, or Joe could post the link again, I guess. If you wanted to do some playing.
We welcome small fretted instruments.
Right, because apparently basses aren't allowed. Basses get kicked off.
Zuckerberg hates stand-up basses. I think that's what it is.
I don't doubt that.
You're conspiratorial.
My boom guy's failing me again.
You look like Rush Limbaugh there. The golden WAB Mike. Not that I listen to him.
Blah, 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 blah.
Actually, I don't. I can't stand political radio talk of any kind. I'll tell you what, I talked to you guys about this before. If you want something to listen to during the day, that's a good, right on our level kind of stuff. If you're tired of listening to music, and you're tired of hearing 24/7 of coronavirus on KYW, Jersey 101.5 is a talk station. It's just such a distraction. Just they talk about mostly random bullshit. It's so good.
What show is that again?
New Jersey 101.5.
Ah.
It's a talk station, but they don't
I've heard
really
that from other people, not just you.
What's that?
I've heard that from other people too.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of political, but they're not really political. So my tablet just kicked me out of the stream that says cannot play video.
Yeah, you know, it was weird. My stream just went weird over here.
My tablet just kicked me out.
But I am back. We'll do it live.
Because we're
like today, they were talking about how Jersey's going to allow certain small groups for graduation. But yeah, 101.5. Check it out sometime. It's great. Dennis and Judy
Delaware, you can have groups of 250 people, but it's like you have to ask permission. So probably nobody's going to get permission.
But yeah, there's only 500 people in the state, Delaware.
I know.
So we could have, if we play in Delaware, we could have 2 years of shows.
Yeah, we did play in Delaware. We did that.
We played Delaware like once, didn't we?
Yeah, one time. That was all.
That was a great show. That Rockabilly show on the street, that was great.
That was at the Queen.
Yeah, the Queen.
So
The Killer
the
Queen.
Dennis and Duty show today, they were talking about the
And
graduation.
the Roadhogs played Delaware.
What's that?
The Roadhogs played Delaware also.
Did we?
Yeah. Come on, think about it.
Lower, slower Delaware.
I think it was Delaware. The hoedown.
Was that technically was that one location technically Delaware, the lagoon?
The lagoon. Yeah, I think that is Delaware.
I remember seeing Bloodshot Bill, one man band who I followed for years. He was pretty cool seeing him. Now they're talking about the high school graduation, about wearing masks and stuff for it, and they're like mocking it. They're like covering their mouth. They're like, "I'd like to thank the what next? The Domestic football
I like this.
player, the thing." You imagine that? I'd like to thank my classmates and everyone for his graduation.
I like this term that Jason Marshall used. He said he has no instruments because he's at his brother's house. They work today and they're half pickled after. I like it.
Half pickled.
I like it.
Well, then you're perfect for our stream.
Yep.
Actually, I have another prop to add to this then. So, hey,
Just jump in
Jason.
anyway, Jason. You can just jump in and bullshit with us.
Yeah, if you want to just join on the stream, or even next week if you want to, jump on and do some playing.
Our
Talk
guest.
about being
Our guest.
talk about
Be
being
our
pickled.
guest.
I'll be
our
right
guest.
back. I think Jerry knows where I'm going with this one. Don't ruin it.
Yes, it's slightly out of
I want
tune.
one.
Um,
A shot glass downstairs. You want to? Well, I figured I would pour 2 shots out. You want to quick rinse this one out?
hey, Joe,
Hey,
post a link up for the Zoom.
I did.
I think I'm gonna do a little shout out.
Tell him to look under your comment, Jason. It says right there, join our cloud. I'm going to message it to you.
No. But I'm not.
Where else can you hear a live ukulele? Huh?
Right here, dude.
I'm going to give up the guitar, Joe. Everything from here on out, Red Hook Ramblers is going to be all ukulele.
Okay, that sounds like a good deal.
So what's funny is before this bullshit started happening, I don't make New Year's resolutions, but Jason getting the link?
Yeah, I messaged it to him too.
Okay. So what happens,
right.
Joe?
Oh,
before all this bull-
he's coming in.
Uh-oh.
All right. So
I think we
And,
got Jason.
We got Jason. What's
Oh.
up, man?
You know we were watching Rad down here.
hold on, my sheets all stuck.
What's up,
Good on,
Jason?
Jason.
Hey,
What
there
in
he
the
is.
world is going on there?
What is that? You want headphones now?
That's awesome, man.
Oh my God.
Are you nice and pickled?
Am I? last time all I see is a picture of Andy Sheep. All right, there it is. There's a picture of Andy Sheep behind me, like in his
Yeah.
underwear.
Oh, is that what it was?
Now that's the backdrop.
Yeah,
Jason's got the best backdrop going on right there.
It was the last time I did a Zoom. It was like them guys like gave me the link to do it, and I found this picture of there he is. It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
That's so disturbing.
He's like a model
now.
Oh yeah, he was in the creek bum house in his underwear, and he was probably about a case and a half of Pabst in, and he's like, I want to jump in your pond. I'm like, dude, you're not jumping my pond because I'm gonna need a crane to get you out. So I'm like, you can go in the creek near my house, and that was him.
So was alcohol involved or not? No alcohol involved.
Oh yeah, in that one, yeah, he was probably about 40 beers in.
So
alcohol makes everything better.
Speaking of alcohol, guys, and in honor of you saying you're pickled, and a wonderful bar down in Ocean City, Maryland, Pickles, we have their pickle shots.
Oh yeah.
So the old lady and I are going to do.
Is it so? What is it? Is it actually like pickle?
Well, this is a little different than their actual real one, but it's vodka and dill flavor.
Huh.
So
that could be a good combination.
It is a good combination.
The way they used to make them. Oh, I'm loud.
Is it so now? Is it dill or butter or them bread and butter?
Dill.
Yeah, I think you said that.
They originally did it. They took because they served a lot of pickles, obviously a place called Pickles. They took their leftover pickle juice and they were like, what do we do with this? So they just started mixing it with vodka. And you had your pickle juice mixed with vodka, and that was really delicious. This is meh.
This is their anywhere in Ocean City now you can buy this stuff. But when you said you were pickled, I was like, ah. So in honor of you, Jason, for joining us.
Oh,
thank you.
Well, hey, no problem.
Gross.
Dill pickles are the best pickles. They're the best.
Oh, I agree.
Definitely.
I agree.
Hey, Jason.
I like bread and butter pickles. Bread and butter.
Bread and butter is okay.
Bread and butter.
I like both of them.
I like all pickles, but to me, dill and kosher are the best. I'm not
But they
Jewish,
have
but I
like
like
these hot
kosher.
garlic pickles too, and they're freaking amazing. As a matter of fact, I had them here because I'm like, I work with my brother, and he got like these hard. How the hell did we get? Because I said it was pickled.
You were pickled, right?
Pickled. But he had like these hot garlic pickles. I'm like, dude, these things are so good. And me and my nephew ate like the whole jar. I'm like, yeah,
they are good.
Get more of these things.
Pickles are amazing.
Oh, they're so
hot
good.
Garlic.
Yeah,
there was some kind of hot garlic, and I'm like, I never ate them. I ate like 2 of them, and the next thing you know, I'm like going in, grab more, and the thing was done.
They really are like potato chips. Once you start,
Oh yeah, can't eat just one.
Who's that, Gretchen?
We're gonna do more.
Brother.
Yeah, of course.
Brother.
You ever hear Brother Floyd's Pickles? He's based out of like Adams County area.
No.
We met him at some event out near Gettysburg. Brother Floyd. He has, oh my God, I forget what it was that we bought, but it was really good.
So good.
It was something not garlic, but it was something different that you can't buy at a normal store, you know.
Nice.
The assistant's down here now.
Always good to change them up.
So Jason, you don't play the ukulele, do you?
No, I was looking up chord. It's a lot of 2-finger chords, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of it. A lot of 2-finger.
Yeah, I was like kind of like
that's what she said.
Looking up chords on there. But I mean, mandolin's kind of the same thing. You could do, your G, C, and D. You could do them in chord and 2-finger chords. But once you get into like chop chords for bluegrass, that's when you could do like 3 or 4. And the only good thing about mandolin, what I had was there's like a G chop chord where I think you're on like the second. I had to hold it, but it's like you're on the 2nd and 7th fret, and you can make this big stretch. But I'm like, yeah, I got big bear mitts. I could do this no problem. So I got it down pretty quick.
Yeah, it's funny because on the ukulele, most of the chords, because before all this bullshit happened, I was saying earlier, I'm not a big New Year's resolution guy, but I play guitar, harmonica, bass, little drums. Not good at it, but little drum, whatever. But I'm like, I want to learn a new instrument. And
Guitar.
mandolin,
It's always good. It's always
mandolin, banjo, and ukulele were kind of the 3 I was debating between. So then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want a ukulele. So I got this
No,
Ibanez.
that's awesome. I mean, and what better time than now to do that? That's freaking awesome.
I know. And I've been,
Because
I mean,
I've been picking up my string instruments a lot more too. I mean, just because I love playing drums. I love just plucking at the strings too. I'm nowhere near good at it, but I just like screwing around on it.
Well,
I picked the ukulele. I picked the ukulele because honestly, like I'm like, well, you can get a decent ukulele that's decent for like $100. I don't know what I doubt I could get a decent mandolin for $100. Probably not.
It's what you pay for what you get. I mean, I've had when I first, not that I've been playing mandolin forever, but I played with Derelict for a little while. But I mean, I remember the first one I got, it was called like a New Yorker or something. I got it, and it was obviously it was like a $90 to $100 mandolin, and you get what you pay for it. It actually sucked, and it sounded horrible. And then I'm like, I finally just put some money aside. I'm like, all right, I want to get a half decent one. And once I finally got a half decent one, it was like a night and day difference, like anything.
Oh yeah.
I had that same issue in the very, very beginning with upright basses, where I bought the entry level cheapo one, and like this thing sucks, and I returned it within probably a week or so, and just ponied up the dough for a good one.
And it's a world difference when that action, man, when you're just like right against that fretboard. It's wow, what a difference on your fingers, especially if you're like first trying to learn an instrument. I mean, yeah, if you can get a good one where it's and you think you're going to stick to it and you want to put out the money, I'm like, by all means do it, because like I don't play as much as I like to, but it's not like I just threw it in the corner to collect dust. I'm still playing it. So to me it was worth spending the money I spent for it. And that's even like my banjo. I actually kind of went backwards where like I'm playing clawhammer banjo, and usually like it's the old mountain style banjo. People usually like will sometimes pick that up and then go to Scruggs style banjo, which is like you're putting on the plectrums and playing 3-finger style. But I love that clawhammer. That clawhammer style to me is so much more rhythmic, and I think because I'm a drummer, I just love it. I love that just rhythmic old mountain banjo style, and that's the style I love to play.
I could see that because you come from a rhythm background.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, I was going, when Adam was giving me, when I was in Derelict franchise, he's an amazing banjo player. I started off doing Scruggs style with him, and I kind of just like was watching YouTube videos, didn't even know about this clawhammer style, and I'm watching these guys. I'm like, that's kind of the style I want to play. I love the rhythmic stuff to it, and I took like 4 months of lessons from a teacher, and I was just he wasn't even writing any kind of music. I was recording him play and watching his hands. I'm like, why am I paying you? I could find all this stuff on YouTube. So I just did it, and like, great guy, great teacher and everything. I'm not, great. He actually, he gave me my first dozen songs to learn how to play, but now it's like, it's fun. My 40th birthday, that's what I did was buy an actual clawhammer banjo, for myself, because they're two different kind of style banjos really, but it's fun.
I have, my grandfather years ago, before he died, he got, we kind of got him into playing guitar, and they love yard sales. They love going to yard sales. And my grandfather bought like auto harps.
Yeah.
I mean, he bought up all kinds of instruments, and he bought a 5-string banjo. And to this day, I have no fucking clue how to do anything with it. But I saw an interview with Slash, because on the Use Your Illusion albums, there's a couple. That one song has Slash playing the banjo, right? And they said to Slash, he said, "Well, do you know how to play the banjo?" And he goes, "No, I don't. I just pretend it's a guitar. I just play like I'm playing
people do that.
Yeah. So I think if I learned how to tune it, I never actually sat down to learn the right way to tune the thing, because like I learned with the ukulele, it's really different. Nothing like a guitar, But I love the banjo, so maybe I get some strings.
Yeah, you got to. It's not. It's put a little homework. It's actually banjo. It's kind of funny because if you just strike, I mean, if you're in traditional tuning, a banjo is an open G. So you're not even putting any fingers down. You're just striking all the chords, and that's a G note. That's a G chord. You're playing the boom, right away. You're playing a G as soon as you hit all the chords.
So that's kind of like Well, you saw me. You see me play the cigar box guitar, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's awesome.
Well, the cigar box is 3 strings and it's basically open D. The way I tune my cigar box guitars is open
Oh,
D
gotcha. Okay.
because it's tuned C-A-D. It's tuned D-A-D. You know, there's a 2-string bass. So, but yeah, it's really cool, like learning different instruments and all. 'Cause, I mean, I've been playing guitar.
Oh no, I think like
You know?
anything, man, it's just gonna expand your mind. It'll make you understand that. Like that's why like I was taking like right guitar lessons because even me playing banjo, like even when I sit down with the Punkabill, just to play because they're pretty much a string band now. And when I just even sit down with a couple of them guys, I know like what it basically most of the notes look like on guitar when I'm playing. If I play banjo, if Adam's not around, I'll play some claw hammer with them guys. But it's cool because I know guitar just to look at their fingers where they're at. If I'm not like
Yep.
too familiar with the song, it's cool. That's why I'm glad I kind of took a couple different. Like I said, I'm nowhere near exceptional at them, but I have a basic understanding at pretty much the string instruments.
So a question, Jason, I have for you. You talked about the your different banjo style that you liked, and coming from a percussion background. Do you ever think about picking up the upright bass? Because that's
I never
very
thought about it. I mean,
percussive.
it's not that it would be out of the question, but I mean, in all honesty, like the next thing, the next move, I don't want to like take too much crap under my belt. I mean, obviously you get older, it's like you can't retain information like you can when you're younger. But I was always like, I was always fascinated with the fiddle, and I'm like, I guess because I love like bluegrass and like hillbilly foot stomping music. I love all that. And clawhammer banjo, they're actually called. They're basically like they pair up with. They're called fiddle tunes. So you're playing these tunes, and they're all fiddle tunes, which you're playing them with a fiddle player. So I'm like, it'd be cool if I can understand that aspect. So I'm like, I never actually like really like sat with a fiddle player to do it yet, but I would love to do that someday.
I was just thinking because
No, but I would definitely. That's cool too because that's so. And
it's
you
so
were
percussive.
Anytime I had them little like parties at my house, like it's funny because my brothers who loved. He's like, dude, he would come like in my basement and just watch. He's like, dude, that's so awesome. He's like that guy on that. Like he didn't really know you, but he's like that guy on that bass. That's so cool. And my brother's he has an appreciation for music, but he's like he was always like he always had a big smile on his face. I remember just watching. He was watching you play. He's like, that's freaking awesome. Like, it's cool.
Well, if you ever wanted to come over and do some bass playing,
I would definitely. I would give it a try, but I never really like sat down with a bass. But that would be a whole different world for me.
It is, but it's so percussive, and you were talking about percussive,
because it's actually kind of it's so percussive.
Right, you got to keep most of my job is keeping the drummer in line, so
you really got to keep your drummer in line.
They just think they do. I just bide my time.
We know you do.
But if you ever want to master
like this, I'm in control right now. Right. I can mute all you fuckers.
Just sitting back there playing.
If you ever want to, though, you ever want to master,
I have a drumstick though.
Oh, look, there you go.
That's green.
I have the whole studio behind me, so I mean,
so you can use that for a bow. Oh, look, there you go.
Hey, if you ever want to master a true instrument, I'll teach you. It's called the kazoo. That's skill.
That is skill.
That is.
You ever want to blow something?
Play that thing.
You ever want to hum into a piece of metal pipe? There you go.
Right. This blows.
This blows. I mean, that's one reason why I want to play the violin too, because I'm growing all these violin strings. So,
right. If you break it, you're just going.
Yeah, they're getting. It's my dental floss violin string.
Well, yeah, Jason, you said about the fiddle. I would love to play the fiddle.
And
I was
supposedly
reading
that's
an
like,
article, and I cannot remember who the hell it was, and it was a country player, because like I love country, and they said about a violin, and he goes, It might have been one of Hank Free's players. I forget what they said about the violin. He goes, "I don't play the violin. I play the fiddle."
Yeah,
And they're
that's
like,
a big difference.
"What's the difference?"
I
He
don't.
goes, and the fiddle player, he goes, "I'm not trained. I just play." It might have been one of Hank's players. I forget who the hell that was. He's like,
I've
"I'm
heard
not a
that before
violinist."
too, where people would like get offended over like, which I'm not that familiar with it yet, but I don't know if like the fiddle's a more old timey thing or in the violin. I don't know, or if it comes with different genres of music.
I think
I
with
have no
fiddle,
clue.
it's more feel, and like I play the fiddle. I'm not a violinist.
No,
A
actually, the
violinist is like
fiddle,
more. I would think more classical, and then the
Right,
fiddle's like more
hillbilly.
mountain, mountain style,
now
whatever you want to call it.
the fiddle is the unpure, unorthodox version. Okay, a violin was made 100 years ago, 200 whatever years ago, as the
Stradivarius.
violin. When hillbillies and country started playing it, they changed it to the fiddle. So there are purists out there who will say that the country music and the fiddle players, that's not how you play it. So violin is the traditional purist version, and they
Right.
will frown upon, although there's country fiddle players who are absolutely amazing people. They will frown upon those people, you know, which is
Yeah,
weird. But there's always you're always going to have your purists in anything, you know.
Well, it's like
it's
when I talk to
crazy.
people about the upright, I go to music stores and they talk to me. I'm like, well, I jump and stand on mine. So like I don't know what the fifth augmented fret is. Just I fucking play this thing and I jump on it, and that was the weirdest thing when I started
I'm
playing.
somewhat of a retard too.
Right. That was in the beginning, that was the strangest part when I, going from the electric bass, which, it's a rock type thing, or, it's an electric bass, to the upright bass, I had to go into these orchestral stores, and these guys are talking to me and they're so technical. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
By the way, the retard comment was from a movie from Spider-Man, so I don't want a bunch of angry hate mail right now or anything. So put it out there.
Zuckerberg, leave us alone.
Everything you do in life right now needs a fucking disclaimer. You know what I mean? Just, otherwise you're done. So.
Hey Joe, we need a disclaimer graphics made now also.
Disclaimer graphic? All right.
Yeah, we need that too.
And speaking of about like being orthodox and learning proper ways and proper terms,
Disclaimer.
I've been playing guitar now.
You. Sorry, go ahead, Steve.
Do the math. I started when I was 13. I'm 45.
So 60 years.
60 years now.
63.
I've learned at what 63?
All right, fine. 60.
I'm
We'll give you
72
60.
right now. I'm currently 72.
You don't look a day over 80.
I don't feel a day over 80. I have written tons of songs. I've played tons of songs. I can do solo. I write. I do it. I do it all. I'm not all that great, but I do it. But I have so many people who come to me about giving them or their kids lessons, and I'm like, I've been playing
I get that a
guitar
lot
for,
too.
I've been playing guitar for so long, and I can sit down and I can arrange a song, and I can learn a song, and I can play, and I can do solos. I can find different keys to do certain solos in. But you know what? I can't give you lessons. And they're like, why not? I said, because I don't know what I'm doing. And like, what do you mean you don't know what you're doing? You've been playing guitar for like 25 years. I said, I know. I just do it. You know what I mean? I just learn shit and I go with it. I learn chords and I just go with it. It's like I got a friend of mine who wants me to give their kid guitar lessons. I'm like, I'd have to sit back and really rethink how to teach someone to play because I just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm like so unorthodox. I just learn chords and I just fucking write shit and I throw shit together. I don't know. I mean, I could play a couple hundred songs right now, but I had to really sit back and think I'd teach your kid how to play anything. You know, it's so weird, you know. But
that's like it's even like drum. Like I think I took like a year worth of drum lesson because drums I've obviously been playing the longest too. But I'm like, yeah, somebody asked me, can you teach? I'm like, I know, like I don't know.
like children.
I'm just like, I listen to stuff and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm ripping somebody off because I'm like, yeah, I could play it, but I'm like, what do you want me to teach you? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you have to have a natural rhythm in the first place.
yeah.
My idea of drum lessons is I'd just be like, here, yeah, okay. So you just like,
here we go. You know what?
Just do the thing, Joe. Just do the thing.
Joe, give us a drum lesson right now. Now, if I was a student,
it's like, why can't you just do this? You know, it's just like nothing's unique about this. It just comes natural to you, you know.
Yeah, but if
with Joe,
if I was your student and you were the teacher and this is my first lesson, go ahead, teacher Joe.
I don't know, like, I guess like.
I mean, you have the hat on for it, or whatever.
Right?
Whatever that thing is, looks like a one-eyed rabbit ear.
Yeah, just like a fork hat. I don't know, like.
Joe, show us what the hi-hat is. How to work the hi-hat.
Yeah, work your hi-hat.
Show us how a lead hand works. I guess that's
the hi-hat.
Looks like Joe belongs to a racist group right now.
I know. I was
going.
So I remember I remember Thursday the 28th when we got banned.
Joe, don't teach your kids that, Joe.
What's that?
Joe, we don't want to play drums for Berserker.
Okay.
Oh, Berserker. I think I actually met that dude years ago, honestly. But yeah, no Berserker, Joe.
It was funny because I was thinking the same thing when you're sitting over there. I'm like, oh my god.
Joe, you're attracting the wrong audience.
It's not what it seems.
It's okay, folks. And then Jason's fucking background.
It could be a dunce cap. You never know.
And then you gotta
oh, good Lord.
So we have that, and we had Jerry eating celery with peanut butter, and we have cats and half-naked dudes laying in the field.
Ukuleles,
and
The boy.
What's that?
And a boy.
Boy.
So what's new in the world of Jason Marshall? You doing the Noid and Psycho 78 and stuff,
yeah, all that stuff, and I've been doing
hiatus.
Well, I mean, I'm like
a lot of gigs going on
I'm
these
still
days.
like secondary for the punkabillies. Like I do washboard and I still play like tin whistle. I'm not really playing pipes because they're like more of a string band.
When do they come up here? They up here all the time?
It sucks because we played the Bally. We played that for the wake. So we played Saturday, but there was a lot of people that were frowning upon that because of all the crap going on.
Oh yeah.
It happened?
It happened that Saturday, and then Sunday, I guess they pulled the plug on it. Like they were getting too much crap, so they're like, all right, well, it's done. And then, but Jamie
I was there Monday. That Monday they had that kickoff or that like it was like a final party.
The end of the world as we know it party.
Yeah, the end. And we got a lot of flack and a lot of shit for that too, where people like can't believe.
Yeah, because there were still. I'm just throwing a number. I'm going to guess there was 175 people that even came out on that Saturday night. Like
wow.
There was more. We thought, man, there's going to be like 30 people, and we were even. It was like the beginning phases of it. It was obviously right before St. Patty's Day, but it was like when stuff was starting really, when everything was really starting to shut down. It seemed like
it was only a few days before it all went to hell.
Yeah, well, them guys.
Everyone that has died now from Corona, they're all dead. Every one of them.
Well, you know what the funny thing is, we had the stage entrance. We had our own little private entrance to go in on and off the stage, so we didn't even intermingle with the crowd. We just, as soon as we took I think we took 3 breaks, we had 3 different sets. We just went right up back, hung out back there, had a couple beers, and then boom, ran back on stage. And we're like, yeah, we're not getting this crowd because that's when like stuff was like, we had no clue what's going on. So we're like, all right, we'll play and get out of there.
Yeah, that was like that Monday and Tuesday was when everything really, the shit hit the fan where everything.
Yeah, that was a Monday. Down. Yep. I remember that. It was starting like that Thursday and Friday, and then it just snowballed Monday.
Right. Because we went there that Monday just because, we like to support our local places. And
I think it was, when are we going to be able to go out again, too?
That too.
Never, Jerry. Never.
Yeah, exactly.
That last
ever again.
OMG. I am so thankful for Ocean City, Maryland last weekend and them like pushing the rules.
Pickles and the harbor and
pickles not really much, but Harbor Inn was cool because it's a little dive bar in Ocean City, Maryland, and they have apartments attached to the bar out their back door. So the rule is that you could do like take home cocktails in Ocean City, Maryland. You had to take them back to your residence. Well, Harbor Inn, you walked in, you bought your drink, and you walked out to the front porch of their apartments.
And we know people there, so we know the people that live there.
And then the one place, Fishtails, I think they also own the Bahia Marina right next door. I think that's all the same. Bahia Marina is just like a boating dock. So you bought your drinks and everything at Fishtails. You walked across the parking lot. They moved all their outdoor seating to Bahia Marina. So you walked across the parking lot and sat there and drank.
Smart. I love loopholes.
It was beautiful.
Well,
yeah, you could play in there.
Loopholes, I think loopholes is the key to our future because we have a red, yellow, and green phase for reopening, but there is nothing posted past green, and green sucks because green is not normal.
Is there no super green, neon green?
I think it might. I think
Ultra it just ends after green for real. I think it just ends.
I think it might be
green
magenta.
behind you, Joe.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, Joe's got green.
So does that mean you're all good?
Joe's good.
I guess so. I'm in the green.
Joe is in the green.
You're opened up.
There's no virus with Joe.
Opened up.
Yeah, I see green
Joe
behind
is
him.
totally opened up. Joe is fully opened up, Jason.
Fully opened up like a flower.
Joe is full opened up.
It is springtime.
Joe is blooming.
He's like a tulip, He's open like a tulip.
He's a delicate little flower.
But Jason, it's interesting what Jason you're talking about with the Valley Hotel because I remember watching that night and like that week. That was the week when shit was starting to really hit the shit. And I'm like, God, I want the Valley to keep going, and I want the wait to go on. I want to go to the State Store. I want to get some Jameson for St. Patrick's Day, and it's like they were just suggesting things would close, and everything was starting to close. And me and Gretchen were following their Facebook page, and the Valley Hotel was getting trashed.
Yes, they were.
They were destroying them about being open, and I mean, shit was starting to hit the fan at that time. I was like, unbelievable. I saw Jamie posted like shit, like we're going on, it's going to happen, and then I thought he said it wasn't going to happen, and I'm like, oh my God, this is the shit that's going down. And it was like really scary. And now it's like the bars closed and the Valley's closed and the restaurants are closed. And now we're like, well, when are they all going to reopen?
Yeah,
you're right, Jason. You guys were
he took a lot of crap for that.
We support Ian and the Valley Hotel.
I know,
Jason,
obviously, I know Ian, well, I'm sure we all know him, but,
I know Ian, I know all them guys. I know them for years.
But, and he even said, he's like, yeah, we definitely took a freaking lot of crap for that. But the another thing that sucks is we had Jamie put a tour together where I guess like Jameson sponsored us, and we had he lined up a lot of like good shows, like 6 shows that week after that. And like Brian and I were talking more. Brian told me he's the guitar player. He's like he had a tour lined up in the Keys, where he lives, and it was basically pretty much all paid for with all the shows and everything. And obviously all this crap's going on. Brian told me, he's like, I'm, probably not going to be able to make this because all this crap going on. I told him, like, yeah, I'm like, I'm basically a secondary musician in this band. It's not that I'm important. I'm going. I'm like, I'm probably pulling out too. I don't really feel confident that this is going to happen with all this crap going on. And long story short, they got like I think 2 out of the I don't even know how many shows. It was either like 6 or 8 shows, but they only ended up playing like 2 out of the 6 or 8 shows, and then all the bars just instantly shut down. So it sucked for them. I mean, granted, a couple of them, Adam and Bradley, the bass player, ended up flying in the keys. Granted they got to spend their time in the keys, but it's not the way that it was intended. It's still it sucked. But I'm like, I was kind of in the long run. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that because I was more worried about even trying to make it back home. I heard about rumors of the airlines closing down and stuff. I'm like, oh, it's not a bad thing to get stuck in the keys, but I didn't want to be stuck in there permanently. I'm like, uh-oh. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna bail on this one.
I'm out.
Right,
but it sucked
there's so
because
many
it's
unknowns.
It sucked because it was like that was like it would have just been, it was a setup for such a good time, but with all that crap coming through, I'm like, yeah, go figure.
Yeah, and it's like nowadays. Now, I mean, bands like the bands we play in. Well, once some of the shit starts to reopen with bars and stuff, I mean, I think we will be okay because it's smaller bars and venues. But larger bands that play larger venues and all, like, when are they going to get the green light to ever play again? I mean, there's no there's no roadmap for that. You know what I mean? I mean, like, once bars start opening up again, bands like us will be able to get in there. I mean, probably, but
I'm thinking like smaller 3-piece type bands and small bands, acoustic acts. That's probably going to be the start. But yeah, the major acts, I don't even know.
Supposedly
major bands like big venue bands.
I don't know. I haven't heard of anything before 2022.
What's that?
I haven't heard of anything before 2022.
I mean, most of the bands who are playing arenas and stadiums, they got money. They're good. I mean, they're okay. But I feel for the smaller bands who play smaller venues and even medium-sized venues that need to make a living off of this, that don't know what's going on, and that's who I feel bad for. I mean, none of us need to do this.
I'll be back, guys. I'll be back. I take my dogs out. I'll be back.
Who let the dogs out?
Why don't you film your dogs pooping?
Joe let the dogs out.
Hey, Joe, we want to see your dogs pooping.
Yes. I want to see the dog. Does he use a doggy bag or does he use a pooper scooper?
No, they just shit in my yard and I'll pick it up later. Fuck it.
Pick it up now because no. Well, you need to pick it up now because we don't believe you're letting your dogs out. You probably going to go poop yourself and you're blaming it on the dogs. So enough shit.
I don't. Sometimes I do. I don't though. We're good.
Are you shitting with your dogs? Because that's.
I want to show you the epitome of stock. Can we see it? Oh wait, that's not working. Hold on. I'll show you when I get back.
All right.
Well, you gonna show us your dog shit?
Out. Joe let the dogs out.
You gonna show us your anus?
Does your dogs eat corn?
Is there corn in the poop?
Yeah.
Corn in the poop. Now here they are. Here before I leave. Here it is. How cool is it to wear socks and sandals?
What are you doing, Joe?
That's a dad thing, right?
Birkenstocks?
I'm not a dad, but that's pretty lame. So socks and sandals.
Hold on. So that's what happens when Joe, like, what are we?
Doesn't leave his house forever.
8 weeks in now.
That's great.
Isn't allowed over to do Rambler stuff. So now he's wearing socks and sandals.
Yep.
Come on, man.
It's over.
Joe, you're such a.
We're gonna have to re-educate you.
Nah, that's okay. My house will do the brunt.
You should have tie-dye.
All right, time to take the dogs out. I'll be back.
I had to go to my car tonight while the ground was wet in just socks. Okay, huh?
Uh-oh.
No
Oh, that's
sand.
always a fun experience.
That's
walking
why
out,
I have
walking
my
out in
slip-on
like a wet
shoes.
driveway or like on the sidewalk in like socks when it's all wet.
That sucks.
That's beautiful.
I had to get my salad.
Why was your salad in your car?
Oh, hot salad.
Yeah, do you forget it? Like,
I like to let it
I
warm up
said,
in
it's in the
for a
car.
while.
Did you get a tossed salad?
Nah.
A warm,
No,
wet
it
tossed
was
salad?
a Caesar. It was a Caesar salad, a tossed Caesar.
Caesar. Oh.
They
Oh, that's
tossed my
international.
Caesar for me.
That's international.
Yeah. No, it wasn't tossed. They didn't toss my Caesar salad.
How romantic.
Bastards.
So I think this has been said a couple of times, but if you want to join in with us next week, Jason, and do a little bit of playing or whatnot, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get people with us to do, friends of ours, without the band type of stuff, but somebody who can just sit and do, acoustic, mandolin, ukulele, just, do a little bit of stuff with us. That'd be great.
I'm game. I usually bring my my banjo here because I've been working with my brother. We do like seal coating and stuff, but so I've been staying here, and I'm like, this is like my home away from home. And most of the time I do end up bringing something like my banjo or something, but I was kind of in a rush to get here. So
yeah, because we had really one guest, I guess, that did some playing, but we're trying to get people, that we're friends with to join in and doing a little bit of playing.
Musicians that are friends of ours that we like, that we play with, that are friends of ours to, sit in.
Yeah, so about 8:30 next week, we'll be doing the same thing. If you want to join in and do a little bit of playing, that'd be cool.
No, definitely.
We would definitely enjoy that.
Hopefully I'll remember, and I'll see what my pickle scale is. Hopefully it's not like a 9. Maybe it'll be 2.
Well, I'm almost out of my pickles, so we'll have to.
Jason, we will definitely remind you well in advance.
We will definitely. We'll
like,
let you know Thursday at 5:30 that we're going to be going on at 8:30.
That'll work.
But Jason, seriously, this has been kind of improv, but you've been a great guest. You've been a great guest.
Yeah, no, it was. I was just, I was actually getting ready. I'm like, all right. I came downstairs. I'm like, brushed my teeth. I'm like, all right, I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I just saw you guys were on, so I was watching it. And you guys were like, wow. I'm like, all right, I'll jump on you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for joining. It's definitely great to have people join in and bullshit. And
oh no, it's cool. It's good to catch up. I'm
having a good time.
Talked to you guys for a while. It's definitely a fun time.
We've all been playing together for many years, Many years.
Oh, we've shared the stage. I've shared the stage with you guys in a couple different bands I was in.
Yeah, it's been a long time now, hasn't it?
It has been.
So that's why it's just great talking to you, having you on tonight, and we want have you as a featured guest next week. That'd be great.
So thinking back to it, are we talking like 97, 96,
8, 7 or 8?
What's that?
Well, we started playing in bands together, or not together, but like sharing the stage together.
Oh,
was that
God.
96?
Yeah. For the very first time, I don't even know. It was I probably ended up playing with. It had to be maybe the Noid when I guess.
Because I'm trying to think.
98, maybe 7 or 8.
I'm guessing it had to be.
Okay. My first sharing the stage with the Noid was 96. I think 96, 97.
Yeah, you know what? No, because it was probably because I ended up joining Noid. You probably did, but it was probably I'm sure, I'm not doubting you, but it was probably when Tony was still drumming, because I freed up Tony. I was the first drummer to free him up, and I ended up, because I was in like metal bands prior to the Noid. So I joined Annoyed when I was like 21. So it was like a couple years, probably, later than that. Yeah, I was like around 21, 22 when I joined.
Okay.
So it wasn't too many years later after that is when started playing with you guys, or sharing stage. Because we did quite a number of shows together. Where us and you guys played.
Right.
Kind of
back
feel
then I was
these
in
days.
Figurehead. Did you ever play with Figurehead?
Nah.
Okay. So when I was playing with Annoyed with Figurehead, you weren't in the Annoyed.
Nah, I was in like metal bands prior to that, and then pretty much broke up, and then that's when I jumped in with Noid.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Sam from the Noid was in a metal band I was in, and then Tony wanted to get freed up, and Tony knew I was basically like a free agent drummer or whatever. He's like, find out if Jason wants to play. I'm like, yeah. I said I need to play music, so yes, I will play with you guys. So that's what I joined.
It's so funny how all our bands and how we've intertwined so much over the years, It really is.
Yeah, and I lose track of time.
Lucy,
Oh my God.
I'm home.
Where's your poop bag?
Let's see your poop bag. I want to see evidence.
Where's the poop at?
I don't go out there. I just let them out the door. I don't know what they do. I let them out the door. I count to for a couple
Joe
minutes.
let the dogs out.
Come in.
He did. Joe, what
Trample on my
kind of
plants and shit.
What kind of dogs you have? Let me guess. You have Shih
I got
Tzus.
2 hounds. They're always here. Archer.
Yeah, bring your dogs in. I had the cat.
He's got killer pit bulls.
Archer and Jackson. Hold on. I got to get the.
All right. Well,
digitals.
what kind of?
Hold on.
I want to see what kind of tricks they know.
Archer, come here.
I got Ralph the cat on the stream here.
Bring your
I
dog.
bet you their best trick is pee on the floor.
It's a lot.
I can chew the shoe.
What's wrong? This one caught. The other one caught.
That doesn't look like a lap dog.
That's a big dog.
Unless Joe has the peanut butter.
I was just gonna say peanut butter. I was just gonna say, you stole it from my mouth.
Oh.
I think we need to have Jason on here more often.
Yeah.
Jackson, come here.
What's the other dog's name? Skippy and Jiffy.
Yeah, right.
Archer and Jackson.
Licky. No, it's Skippy and Licky.
Jackson, come here. Come on. The other one doesn't like to get picked up. The white one likes to get picked up. In fact, he's back here again. He's trying to get picked up again.
We'll pick him up.
Now he ran away. Now he's looking for food.
He's got lipstick.
He's looking for peanut butter.
He wants peanut butter.
Right.
Now he likes yogurt.
Whoops. What dog likes yogurt? Come on.
Both
Those
my dogs like yogurt,
yogurt.
man.
Is he from New Hope?
You
I
say
think your
yogurt, you get
dog's
the
a
red
liberal.
rocket.
Your dog must be a liberal.
Not that kind of
A
yogurt.
liberal then.
Not from the purple-headed yogurt slinger. Just actually like
throat yogurt.
Your dog's a liberal. Yogurt. Come on.
My dogs are from the south. They're not liberal.
You guys remember Spaceballs? Spaceballs, right? Right? Spaceballs?
Right.
Yogurt. Yeah. I hate yogurt. Remember that part?
I would have to say that tonight's stream has had pretty much every element of life in it.
Oh, it's got it all.
Every element of what?
Every element of life.
We still getting comments, or did we lose everybody?
I think we lost most people.
They gave up.
When do we start tapping into India? Because we have like 40,000 likes from India. When does India?
Where's Pong Donkers at? Where's Pong?
What time is it in India right now?
Where's Pong Donkers?
Well, we are a little bit past our longest stream at the moment, but
I don't know. My bad tablet
It's
died.
9
The bad
a.m. in
tablet
India.
died.
In India, it's 9 a.m. So does that mean they're like ready for ridiculousness or what?
no, that means they're all standing on that train right now, trying to.
No, they're getting hardcore lockdown right now.
On that
They're
train.
like going through
Yeah.
a hardcore lockdown, so they might be tuning in right about now.
They're all trying to hang on the side of the bus.
See,
And the train.
Yeah, and the train. As soon as he said that train, I'm like, oh my god, I know exactly what you mean.
where'd my
When you
flip
see other
flops?
people hanging on there.
But where's Pong Donkers at,
That's
Joe?
it's like
Where's Pong?
babies
Doesn't
hanging onto
like
a
this
possum.
page. You have to accept reality. He does not like this page.
Joe,
Yeah,
can you get
we
Pong
are,
to like our page? I want Pong to like our page. Can you do that?
This stream is reality. There's a half naked chubby dude behind them. What's Jason? What's that?
I just want to show you how dirty my socks are. They don't smell. They smell like old cabbage.
What is that?
How dirty my socks are.
Oh. America, this is what's going on right now. This is real life.
Yeah.
So we got. Hold on.
It's just your reality right now.
So if I'm looking at my screen right, so we got Joe with his drums, me in my room. We got Steve. We got Jerry on her phone, who's so disorganized.
Is Andy still back behind me?
Disinterested. We got Jason with a half-naked Andy in the background.
Was he back there the whole time?
And then we have a alien with a pink flamingo on the other screen.
That, my friends, is entertainment right there.
Hey, we got John J. Wyatt back.
We're still here.
We are still.
You're still
He
here.
ran out of
Live.
gin. How's the gin, John?
Yeah,
Lay back.
gin and juice.
Sipping a gin and juice.
Gin and juice.
Sipping on gin.
Hold on, Ralph
I love
loves
that album, Jason.
Ralph
I love
loves
that
to do
album.
that dance. He does the
There's Ralph.
feedback.
Oh, his socks are clean, unlike mine.
Such a
Jason has dirty socks.
They are dirty.
Ralph
Full
doesn't have dirty socks.
My
But,
socks have holes in them.
Asphalt.
Ralph's always dressed to impress in his tuxedo.
He is.
My
Yeah,
socks are
been,
dirty.
This has been definitely been a interesting.
John has,
night.
just so you know, breaking news.
Breaking
John
news.
has, John has plenty of gin.
All right, we're going over to John's house tonight.
And he says he disappeared and now we're sniffing socks. And John, after the third hour, we're well after the third hour. You know, we're hurting for content right now.
The great thing about our stream is it can go anywhere. Our broadcast is it really does go anywhere. Anybody wants, if John wants to join in too,
It was midnight.
we'll watch you drink gin and be jealous.
Yeah, it is.
How'd you get liquor, you lucky bastard?
Right. Joe
Joe,
hasn't been able to
Joe,
get
I've been
liquor.
helping you find liquor, Joe.
Yeah,
I'm
but
telling you.
everything you described to me is crazy. I'm not gonna go to a store like
Joe.
endlessly and then
Man,
go there
Joe,
and pop my
Right.
trunk and all this shit. Get the fuck out of here. I need to go to
Joe,
the store and
boardroom.
buy what I want, you know? Just-
Boardroom
No, you
Distillery
don't
in
have-
Lansdale. Okay,
Boardroom.
look it up, Joe. Boardroom
yeah, I know
Distillery.
where it's at. I gotta go check it out, I guess.
You can make closet wine.
Oh, there we go.
You
Toilet
just
wine.
need like Welch's
Toilet wine,
grape juice
right?
and sugar or something. You throw it in there for like 2 weeks, and you get like hooch.
I
Yeah, I'm
watched
good on
Orange.
that.
I watched
I don't know.
Orange is the New
Thank you,
Black,
though.
so I think I know
I
how to
watched that
make it.
catfish guy do it. That hillbilly catfish guy made this like closet wine. I was laughing my ass off.
Hey Joe, watch Orange is the New Black. You can learn how to make it.
I watched the first 2 seasons of that, and then I got bored of it. I gave up on it. No. It was a good show. I just got tired of it. Same thing all the time.
So I was down in Ocean City, and I went to one of the liquor store little things, and I'm like, "Can I get Calico Jack?" And they're like, "No." Nobody knows what Calico Jack is. Do you guys know what Calico Jack is?
I'm trying to. I know
the name, but I don't know. Is it a bourbon?
Sounds familiar.
A scotch or some shit?
Rum.
It's a
Rum.
yeah, it's rum, but it's like
Oh.
a not generic because I guess they don't really make generic.
No, it's generic.
Okay, but it's so good. I'm like, can I get we don't have that. Like, damn it.
Don't mind me. I just gotta pee.
It is good though.
Oh, Calico Jack's really good.
It's real good. It's Captain Morgan's cousin. That's what it is. Captain
Hey, you
Morgan's
got all right.
cousin.
Wait, do you guys want to have music hour right now? Because I can play a song.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay, but it's kind of with my wiener, but it's called Jingle Bells. But if you listen to me peeing in a toilet bowl, so you could sing along. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle the way. I don't have enough pee in it. Sorry.
Well, the best is the fat guy in the well the whole time.
Right. I would have to say we have the best live stream. What else is going on in America as entertaining as us right now?
Yo, but for real, in 5 years, when Facebook shows us like the your memories, we're gonna be like, what the fuck is going on there?
And how the hell did I end up here? I'm like, what the hell? Like,
what did you do in 2020? Oh, I pissed Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells.
Yeah, I want to have a sing along
on a Zoom meeting.
That's so great. Oh my God!
When the Saints come marching in, hold on.
Oh God, I gotta drink like 5 more beers for that.
You might need a case. Yeah, you might need a case of beers for that, Jason.
And that's a lot of pinching. Like, when you gotta pinch a lot because Jingle Bells you gotta pinch a lot.
There's a lot of keys in that song, a lot of chords.
Yeah, you gotta know like the right way to hit the water. It's kind of the playing the toilet water is hard.
Oh my God. Oh, that was great. Hey Jason, you having fun or what? Huh? You having fun?
Well, I'm a little banged up, so I'm having fun.
You pickled up. Speaking of being pickled up, I'm gonna get the cat out of the studio here, and I'll be right back. Sorry, Ralph.
Where's Ralph going? Poor
I think
Ralph.
Ralph's going upstairs. Ralph's going away.
Ralph. Oh, he's looking around. There's no cat in here, so.
I love the ukulele, man. I'm loving this thing. It's been fun.
It is a cool instrument. It's easy. It's easy to freaking take anywhere.
Well,
compact.
Look at it like this. It's like a guitar. I just gotta learn different chords. You know, it's just different chords in a guitar. You know.
Exactly.
And it's so fun, man. I'll play this guitar for like 2 weeks straight. I'll pick up my guitar, and it feels so weird. It feels so big, you know. You ever notice that from going from the mandolin to the guitar, how big it feels?
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly.
How big does it feel, Steven?
How big does it feel in your hands? Does it like take up? Does the girth take up your whole hand?
Oh, the girth is huge.
I love girthy neck guitars. Matter of fact, my new guitar company that I don't have yet is going to be called Girthy Neck Guitars.
Yes.
Yo, John is laying some awesome comments down in the comment feed. He said he had a calico cat, but it overdosed on gin. And then said he walked into a store without a mask, and the manager said he had to leave. And he said if he comes back with a mask, he's not paying for anything. That's from something. I've heard that before. It's pretty cool, though.
Oh,
but,
man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He's
laying down the law.
Crazy days that are upon us here. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just thought the zombie apocalypse would be like, better. Where's the zombie?
It's just stupid.
This is the yuppie apocalypse.
The yuppie lips.
Yeah.
The yuppium upalypse. The yuppie-lips. Nah,
And now,
Jason, you know what, man? It's kind of like old times, man. It's like either like playing parties at your house or hanging out or just playing together. Tonight kind of feels like that, you know?
oh yeah, and that's what I miss. I haven't done one of them freaking. I had like them old crow parties, and they
Yeah, what the fuck? What happened to those?
it's believe me, it's not that I forgot about you guys. I just haven't even had them. I just like whatever, but that's where it all started. Is I'd always have a bottle of Old Crow, and I'm like, this party's not ending until this bottle is done. So it was a bottom of the shelf dust liquor, and I just call them Old Crow parties. I'm like, we need to finish this bottle. But when I first started doing them, people were like at my house, and I'm like, they're like, oh man, like, cause obviously I'd smoke all the food and stuff, but I get up like 4 a.m. to smoke all that food, and then people are obviously our younger years, they're still there at like midnight, and I'm just like done because I'm like,
Go
I was
the
up
fuck home. Go
and they
home.
would,
We're
like,
sleep in the
they're
yard.
lighting my feet on fire. My buddies are coming to my room, just lighting my feet off. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, they're like, get up. I'm like, dude, the food that you're shoving in your mouth. I was up at 4 a.m. watching that, and I just drank entirely too much. And I remember the one year, like when it was like the first or second show when I was in like King Bison. I'm like, yo, you guys want to play this party I have? And like, you guys played with us. And I forgot how to play drums because somebody brought moonshine, and they brought like 6 bottles. I think it was just regular like crock.
That was a good time. That was a good night.
It wasn't even like real moonshine. It was crock pot. But I just got. It might have been.
I wonder if I could probably find footage. What year was that?
I don't know if it was Dan Pearson or not, but somebody gave me like 6 bottles of this stuff, and I bought it all. And I just like, even before anybody got to my house, I was done a mason jar of it, and I'm like, wow, we're pretty special right now. Yeah, and I don't think I ever forgot how to play drums, but that was like the second show I had. I'm like, I just told them guys,
It happens. Depends how much you drink.
I can't do anything.
What year was that? I wonder if I could find some Old Crow, right?
I don't know. Did you take footage of those parties?
Probably.
Joe takes footage of everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Joe's like TMZ. Joe has,
which is great because look, he's like trying to dig in his catalog. Like, what year was that? Maybe he could find it.
I'm typing Big Bison.
Here's
Big Bison.
Here's
Joe
part of tonight.
Joe will find it.
Let's see. We got Hannah's. We got
but this was at my house though.
Yeah, no. I'm just looking at all the King Bison
oh yeah
films. And then the
Speaking of Hannah's, have you gone in there after it's like, I guess it's the Palm now? It's all like fancy and
It is
Oh
fancy.
yeah, it's totally like it's like there's no soul left. They took the soul right out of it.
Yeah, I'm just like, I guess because like from being in punk bands, I'm just used to playing just rundown bar, and that was just a bar where I played with a bunch of different bands, and like, yeah, it's not the same vibe.
No, because you played
It's
with
definitely
the
not.
Roadhogs and Ramblers there in different.
Yeah, I'm not saying
And
it's a
Explosive
bad-
Intent.
I am no way saying it's a bad bar. I mean, it's just, for me, it's just
The mojo's
I
gone.
like the Duo way. It's. I mean, they improved 100%.
But the mojo ain't there.
Exactly. It's just.
Yeah, because you played with many of our bands in there.
Yeah,
I found the event on Facebook. Old Crow 2014. Old Crow 4. 2014, but I don't know, there's no like pictures or nothing.
I think Jason has played with us in the Palm.
Yeah, let's look at it. Let's go down memory lane.
With 3 bands: the Roadhogs, Explosive Intent, and the Red Hill Ramblers.
Yeah.
Old Crow 4 here. 98 Weaver Road in Zionville.
That was it.
71 people were invited and only 15 went. No, lots of people went to that.
That sounds like a typical invite right there.
You had that little tent set up, right?
Yeah, I put that little. Well, we played underneath the tarp, and like a couple of the years, like the first 2 years I had it, the weather was like fine. There was no issues with the weather, and then all of a sudden I had the worst storms roll through there, where I lost power and generators were running it.
And you wanted us to play that year, but we didn't play that year because you lost power. That one.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, because we even like the noise.
Here's Old Crow 2. We found Old Crow 2.
Yeah, because we actually you had us playing, but we never showed up because you lost power. And then one of the years we played in your basement.
We did?
Yeah, it was.
We did. Yeah, I remember that.
Because it
those little windows. There were those windows. Yeah, we played through the windows.
That might have been one of the years we lost power, or it was a rainstorm. Like it was always raining out, or it was like crap. Because people were always like slipping down my yard, or it was just
right. But the one year I know we didn't even show up because you lost power. The one year we played in your basement, and the one year we played under a little tent next to your house.
Yeah, I had like a little pop up in that on that little, like I have like a patio right next to my house where I would set the bands up when it was actually nice out, but it seemed like every year I try to do something. That's when the most stupidest storm rolled through, and there was like freaking hail and the lights would go out. And
hold on.
I guess that's all we got. I'm
surprised Joe doesn't have video footage.
No, I don't know. That was in the early days, I guess.
The pre-Joe.
But I think I think one of the reasons why I just like I threw the freaking towel in for that, because like I know the first couple of years, I mean, I was gonna say 15 people the first couple of years, there was easily 100 people there. Like there was nowhere to park and then like I guess as we got older, it was like dwindling. And like the last year I did something, I think there might have been like 30 people, and I was just pissed. Like I just got pissed. I'm like, screw this. I'm like, I made all this food and all these people said they're coming. Like, so I'm like, so I just gave up on the idea. But I think after all this crap is over with, there's going to be a lot of people having some like pretty major cookouts. I've already heard a bunch of my friends that are like musicians saying when this crap is done and everybody's, you know, not scared to hang out with each other, they want to throw some big bashes. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I can get some barbecue gigs and I'll play.
Don't forget about it. Don't forget about it like 2 weeks later.
I say,
exactly. I hope they don't, but I just know people too much, man. You know, like they'll be like, okay, well, you know.
Yes, have this. Oh, well, screw it. That bar just did. We'll just go there and drink.
Gotta go to church on Sunday. Now that I can do that.
Started my new job. I gotta work Sundays now. I can't do nothing Saturday.
You know what's funny is I remember the one party.
Money I lost. Oh, sorry.
I remember the one party, Jason. I love goats. I'm a goat guy. I want to own goats. Never owned them, but I want to own goats. And I had my door open in my truck, getting shit unloaded, and the goats were like climbing in my truck. And I said to you, I said, Jason, your goats are getting in my truck. And you're like, go ahead, keep them, take them. I said, I love for showing. I have always wanted pet goats so bad. I want a goat so bad. And I was at your house, and like I said, I'm loading my truck, and I had the door open, and they're climbing in the front seat of my truck, and they're like, go ahead, take them. I was like, God damn, I wish I could. I wish I could. And you had fainting goats too, right?
Nah, they were pygmies. I mean,
but they weren't fainting goats.
Nah, they're little pygmies. They were small little guys. But I know what you mean about going in the truck. Because I mean, even my truck, you know, I remember taking groceries from my truck up in my house and just leaving the door open. And it's not like they were even getting on my groceries. They just for some reason like to go in vehicles. And as soon as I had, you know, when I had them outside of their pen, once they saw that door open, that was like they're like, all right, well, cool, I can go in. They were like dogs. They just wanted to jump in the vehicle. I'm like, I don't know what they were so fascinated with going in vehicles, but for some reason, I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, your goat's in my truck, and you're like, go ahead, take it. I'm like, God damn, I wish I could.
I know. I see some of that smoked meat that you're making. That looks very delicious.
Yeah, I've been freaking hammering that.
Yeah.
Brisket prices went through the roof, so I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of the local meat and everything. The prices are.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you get your stuff locally, or how do you
I go
get
to
your...
it's called the Restaurant Depot up in like Bethlehem. So it's basically like a lot of the you got to buy it in bulk.
Okay.
But I mean,
do you
shit,
do like
I mean,
the half cow, like the halves?
no, I do. I mean, because like right now it would be like catering season, so I'd usually be doing like parties for like whatever 100 something people. But I've been doing it just by the pound now, just because I'm, to keep me. I love doing it, so if I have a reason to do it, I usually put something on Facebook. If I'm a brisket or pork, blah blah blah, hit me up at Smoke Banshee Barbecue, and once I get enough people interested in it, then it gives me a reason to grab some briskets or grab some pork or whatever, the cheese, all that crap. But yeah, it was like I guess that this last time I went up there, it was like last week. Freaking briskets went from they were like $70 for like a 14-pound brisket, and they just went up to like $128. I'm like, holy crap! I'm like,
man,
yeah, it's stupid. I mean, this crap's affected everything. It sucks, but I'm hoping it's a temporary thing. It doesn't last that long, or else I'm like, sorry, but I gotta freaking spike this brisket price because I gotta pay for it big time now.
Right? Because I've been looking at doing like the half cow kind of thing.
And that's what it's gonna have to come down to. I mean, I'm actually looking at that too. Even like I was talking to my brother who I'm staying with here. I'm like, dude, it's you just gonna make sure you get the freezer space, obviously for it.
Right. That's the only that was my my wife's on the stream here with us too, but that was our thing where we want to make sure we have the freezer space first, but we were looking because we eat a lot of meat to do a half a cow but like if we get it, we got to make sure we have the freezer space for it. And what's the cubic feet of a freezer for a half a cow?
Yeah, I've yet to even venture into going that route yet. So I don't even know. All I know is my freezer at home is like jam packed now because I usually just try to buy extra stuff because then when I do, I'm usually cooking for it's funny because I'll put like all the crap I smoke and all. People are like, how are you not fatter or something? I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. I'm like, I'm cooking for other people. I'm like, I'm not eating all this food. People make these comments like, you make all this food, how you're not like some fat ass? I'm like, I'll sample, I'll pick at it, but I'm like, it's not mine.
Well, you gotta sample it.
Yeah, of course. That's the only thing because
taste
if I'm
testing.
doing that, I'll eat my sandwich beers.
Yeah, I guess everything's going through the roof and everything's changing with
changing.
Right, everything
changing. At least the green light's behind you, Joe.
That's a green screen, yeah.
That's for when Joe does his late night pornos.
Oh yeah. So then you could you should throw down some sweet stand-up bass late night porno lines like
I can't. Apparently, whenever I play upright bass, the audio gets dropped.
You can't throw like sweet porno bass lines on the upright bass?
I can walk right.
Is that possible?
Hold on, Jason. I'm gonna go play it. Let me know if my stream drops out.
But if you're gonna play, you have to play some sweet, long, noted bass line porno theme.
Cuts out every time the bass cuts out. It's weird. Every time the bass comes out.
Wait, it's going. Why is it working?
See? Because maybe I'm the good luck charm.
Oh, there it goes. It's out.
Oh, what the heck?
There it goes. It's out.
Slap it.
So you can't hear nothing.
What? That's so weird.
Zoom.
Did I drop out?
Yep.
Yep.
That's so weird.
Zuckerberg hates upright bass.
He must.
You know what else is weird?
He likes fat guys in Wells, though, apparently.
Hey, do you guys know I can play the bugle?
Are you gonna do
Yeah, he's got to take like the end off like this. Come on. It's kind of like kazoo, but it tastes cheesier. Hey, yeah, see? Wait. I got cheese in my throat hole.
Don't suck, blow.
Oh, okay.
With a half
Man, John keeps going for it with the comments. I'm loving it. He's just like, I buy in bulk, half cow. Is that where half and half comes from?
I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to our comments.
Because you keep on destroying the video feed with your stand-up.
My stupid
sweet
bass.
porno lines.
Stupid eighth notes.
I just noticed that with my black shirt and black beard, it's like my face is just floating in air.
It's awesome.
I love
Yeah.
your beard, Joe.
Yeah. We should touch beard someday.
I don't know, but you got to give me some beard tips. Like beard, like
mine.
I get
It's
like
all
beard
dry. I got,
dandruff.
this
Like,
big-
don't you want to rip it off your face? Like, when does that stop?
Oh,
when is
dude,
that feeling?
No, because now mine is at the point where it's like longer, and like I'll eat food and like I'm eating beard at the same time and eating food, and it's just so annoying. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, I can just feel. I'm like, and I make excuses. I'm like, yeah, it's just dental floss.
I would love to make it go. I can't do it for work. I would love to have it that long.
Oh well, I mean, obviously, I couldn't do it for work because without everything, I'm like, screw it. Like, I'm just freaking growing a beard, and like now it's like a freaking big like. I get this awesome chrome racing stripe.
Crow racing stripe.
And it's always smells smoky. It's like it just permanently smells like smoke because I freaking. Which I guess ain't a bad thing. I guess
I don't think the Mounds can grow beards. The Mounds can't grow beards. Can
No,
they?
this is my quarantine beard. Like,
Nah, that rocks. I mean, the only reason why I grow a beard is because I can't grow hair. So I'm like, I gotta make up for it. Like, there ain't no hair in my head, so I'm like,
to do the
I will never. I will never grow a beard. You will never see anything more than my sideburns on my face. I can't do it.
so
John, we have been home too long. We want to touch beards. I know we've been home way too long.
So the last video we did together, I hadn't shaved for a little bit. I was like, all right, I'm gonna comb my hair. So we did the videos, and I looked at it and I'm like, that was the longest I've gone in a long time without shaving. It just looks so weird on the video. But I'm like, any normal person that went 3 weeks without shaving would have had a beard, and I just had like, I listen to Eminem and drink Monster Energy drinks, like weird splotches on my face.
Yeah, I have no facial hair, and it comes in white, mostly white, and it doesn't come in very long. It takes very many weeks. So
I have some. This is like 2 weeks.
yeah, I'd shave tonight because I don't want none of it.
see, for me, it's just laziness because I got sick of shaving. So I'm like, screw
Yep.
it. I'm gonna be a hillbilly.
That's
Plus,
it.
It goes along with the barbecue. I'm like, you know what? If I kind of have a freaking secondary barbecue gig, I think it's like a beard and barbecue. It's all hillbilly. Like,
Yeah, there you go. Beards barbecue.
Well, I worry about my boyish looks, so
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna look.
see, I
young.
don't have a handsome face though, so I got to cover it with a big chihuahua. So I just grow this on my face because
I don't have one either, but I'm trying. I don't have a handsome face, but I'm shit.
oh, you guys you're surely handsome. You have handsome
really
faces.
handsome.
You have handsome faces.
I'm saving my handsome
I have a
face.
big giant bowling ball head, so I just cover part of it with like a beard.
You gotta
I
have
just
some,
want to stay bald and beautiful.
right? We've been ultimately fighting the 5 head, so
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
Joe's got this like really dark looking mask thing going on his face.
I
What?
know.
It's
It's
like
kind
you're
of
wearing
like
a mask, dude. You got this really fucking thick black Italian thing going on.
I know. It's kind of
How's your pizza place working?
This was just 2 days ago, you know.
sexy.
Right, Joe's
Yeah.
Pizza.
You Italians are something else, I tell you.
Yeah, can you show me your wood-fired grill?
Yeah, where's your
The pizza pie, huh? It's
yeah,
a
going to pizza,
Mario.
pizza. Hey,
Mozzarella.
hey. I got hairy arms. Look at me. I'm a woman with hairy arms. Hey, I'm Italian.
Can I get some ricotta?
Right.
Oh wait, what was that girl's name? She would always like, I don't even know. Oh, what was her? I can't even think of her name. She was on the food channel, but she'd always like, she'd be like, she'd like just roll her everything. It was just so Giada or something. Her name was.
Gary,
I don't know if
do
you
you
guys
remember
ever
her?
watch the food channel, but you'd have to. South Park made fun of her too.
I know
That's how
who
bad
you're
she did
talking
it.
about.
That's how bad she did it. South Park made fun of her because she was like, I'm like, why? Why do you do that? You're just like, no, but I mean, it was like blatant, like where you can hear it and you're like, are you serious? Like, why is she like putting all these too many extras in there? Like she's trying to sound like a machine gun or something.
John just says he's buying 10 Great Clip franchises. You could get Jerry to run 5 of them. Right, Jerry? You want to run some Great Clips with John's?
No.
Is it
sorry, John. Jerry works.
I will.
At
I don't know how to
Sport
cut hair, but I'll do it.
You got to buy Sport Clip franchises, and then Jerry will come and work those for you.
There you go.
Is it Gaida De Laurentiis?
Like I think her name was Giada. She's like
Giada.
Giada she's like
Laurentiis?
blonde, but like I just remember seeing her and she was like, the mozzarella.
Yep.
I don't know, just the way she said it.
I just Googled it.
Yeah, it was like
Giada De Laurentiis.
Yeah, it was Giada. She's definitely easy on the eyes, but she's like the way she would roll her, like she was like trying to be more Italian than what she was. I'm like, why?
Yeah, she definitely wore low-cut shirts.
Stop being so ethnic, okay? Stop.
That's what Google's showing me.
Yeah, I mean, and if South Park brings to light, then obviously I'm not the only one who notices. So I'm like,
she actually has a bigger head for her body than it should be.
Like me?
No, that's really abnormal.
I never took notice of that because I was too busy
looking at her boobs,
trying to put it on mute because of the. I don't know. I don't know as much.
Do you roll your R's, Jason? Do you roll your R's?
I do. I'm like Ricola.
Ricola.
Like every time I have a sore throat, I'm like Ricola.
Do you roll your R's when you say boobs?
But I need one of them long. I need like one of them long horn things, like on a commercial. And I need to learn how to yodel. Speaking of yodels, they're chocolate delights.
I haven't had one in years.
Yodels.
Yodels. those little brown. What are they? Caramel.
Yeah,
things,
little
right?
like what Joe's dog lays. Joe just picked them up in his yard. Picking up yodels all day.
It's a caramel delight.
He's like, God damn, I got yodel underneath my fingernails.
Caramel delight.
Was that from the American Pie, the third one, or whatever, when he's eating the
truffles?
Yeah, truffles.
Oh my God.
This
caramel delight.
Tonight,
how big does Skippy and Jiffy? I mean, how big are the yodels?
They're this big.
Yeah, this stream has had everything tonight.
They're filled with cream.
God.
I don't know, but I'm passing out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd actually like to if Jason wants to join us next week.
Sure, we'll stick a fork in it.
That would be amazing. Especially if you could add a little bit of mandolin or whatnot, would be great.
Yeah, we'll do something.
But yeah,
all right,
we'd
guys.
love to have you back.
Hold on.
Definitely.
Jason, do you want it next week? Do you want to be our musical guest or guest?
Sure.
Play some songs, play whatever instrument you want to play, be our guest. Huh?
Will do.
8:30. You good with that?
Yeah, just remind me so I remember.
Okay.
Because
We'll,
I'll
yeah, we'll,
remind myself. I'll just run a note.
we'll be in touch.
All right.
Jason, it's been so much fun tonight, man.
Oh, it's been a good
It was
time.
a lot of fun.
We've gotten to the point where we've almost lost Steve's video completely. We see
My
the top
video?
of his hat and one eye.
That means it's time.
So
And Skippy and Jiffy are probably
Yes.
running around rampant, and Joe's got to go clean up more yodels.
great.
All right,
Smells like
guys.
shit.
Have a good night.
Thanks for joining us, Jason.
Thanks for joining us,
problem.
people on Facebook.
It was a
Have a
good
good
time.
one.